Live, bro.
Oh yeah. By the way,
What?
try refrain from any swear words.
I don't know.
Actually, nah, it's not 11 radio, so we're alright today. But there are some YouTube friendly words, so I'm not gonna say the words, but
What are the words, bro?
grape for
Great.
if you do need to say that,
Brother.
and then PDF file if you want to say it.
I'm-
Anyway, moving on.
Oh, is it on?
Yeah.
It's on. It's on. We're live, bro.
We're live.
So we're live for the first ever version and viewing of Step Up Unfiltered live on YouTube. So run it up. Make sure you join the live stream here with an extremely special guest. But let me do my introduction first. Welcome to Step Up Unfiltered, the home of uncensored conversations with extraordinary individuals where we tackle life's biggest challenges and bridge the vision. Now, usually we're live on Luton Urban Radio, but today we're in Manny.
Hey, man.
We're in a bonus. We're here for a bonus episode, and without further ado, people, obviously you can listen live. Obviously you're here live. Don't worry, it'll be on YouTube after that. It'll be on Spotify on Monday. So plenty of opportunities. Just type in Step Up Unfiltered to the search bar and you'll find it. However, without further ado, to introduce my special guest, if you can give the audience your name, your age, your occupation, and a fun fact that I don't even know about you.
Fun fact. What's that fun, bro? But nah, my name's Josh. People know me as Josh, JJ, whatever you want to call me, I don't mind. I work for a building company. In fact, let me shout them out quickly. BGL Building Services.
Sure.
You want a knockout, you want extensions done, you want landscaping, anything like that, we got you. So, fun facts, let me think.
Fun guy.
Fun guy. Let me think. You know what, yeah, it's interviewing me, yeah, but people might like this one, innit?
Okay.
I'm a spouse, yeah, of the first black heavyweight and light heavyweight champion of Britain.
What?
One of them ones, man.
Where?
I said where? I just said Britain.
Nah, because I thought it was three. I thought it was David Hay,
Yeah.
Lennox
First
Lewis.
black,
No, not
first.
Lennox.
First.
First.
Back in the day, 80s, bro.
Back in the day, my
Yeah.
yeah,
He's
that's
all
it.
now
What's your dad's name?
Bonnie Johnson, Google that. You see
Buddy
it?
Johnson.
Yeah, that's it.
Shout out. Your dad's a
No,
man.
he's an
innit?
OG, man. He's an OG.
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 That's why he's
Yeah.
built like a British ass.
We got Duka. You may know him from Married at First Sight, also in the building, helping with the production, and he'll be on for his own episode as well.
But it's obviously the stage is for these two geezers to speak their truths.
Jesus, bro. Duka wanted me to sleep with a geezer tonight, and I said
What?
no, thank you.
You know what?
We've got different sleeping arrangements.
Oh,
And
hang on. Let me put this out there. I ain't not
No,
involved.
thank you.
I ain't involved. That's me. Duke,
You
man,
have to
them.
discuss that, you know.
I
You have to
ain't
wait
doing
till
that.
we go
I
live to discuss it. Let's not
I
discuss
ain't-
it.
I've got there's a nice single bed for me. I'm taking that one, but a couple of the boys are gonna have to share. But who cares? It's 2024.
Sharing
Not
is
for
caring, you
me.
know what I'm saying?
Not me, but
Not
I
for
didn't be either.
I didn't believe, blood.
Let's progress before we digress.
That's it. All right, let's dive into it because we got a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
I know everybody wants to start pre-drinking, so you trust me, the drinks are already flowing, so it's gonna be a very, very fun episode, however educational as well. And I know Josh is gonna drop a lot of real gems that's gonna help you with your life. So if you could tell me a little bit about your background and relationship with your parents, as you say, I know you speak of your dad and your mum very highly. So yeah, if you could tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so my parents are from Jamaica, both of them. Come over here. My dad come over here when he was like 16, I think he was. Rough times, like racism, this and that, but powered through. Took up boxing. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's two parent household as well.
Beautiful.
So, do you know what? I want to bring that into my life. I do not want no kind of divorces, nothing like that. We work it out.
100%.
I've seen my parents have like arguments. You work through it. There's no divorces. There's none of that. We work through it.
Yeah.
We love each other, and we're gonna work through that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Different generation though, man, innit? Like,
Yeah.
They come through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Like everyone's part of the same cloth. They may be coloured differently. They may be sewn differently. But it's part of the same damn cloth, so...
And do you know what it is? I feel like people always think, oh, just because, you know, I know obviously you're good with the ladies, but people always think, yeah, just because you're good with girls or whatever, you get a lot of attention from girls, that means that you're just going to want to just be a hoe basically forever.
Yeah.
And that's far from the truth.
It's not
You might have a hoe stage,
Yeah.
a hot boy somewhere, a hot girl
Yeah,
somewhere, whatever
yeah,
it may
yeah.
be. But that doesn't mean that's what you want for your life circumstances. And you know, the being from a single parent household is the largest contributing factor to a child being a degenerate in every single metric. Bad school grades, being a sexual abuser, going into prison. Prison, like you're 80% more likely if you come from a single parent household. So it is very, very serious to try and get it right.
Yeah.
Obviously things may happen, but it is really important to try and get things right.
Yeah, 100%.
But you know what is though, like I also interject to that, and with a lot of single household families, the reason why it's come through to fruition now is because majority of people that have kids now don't have kids because they genuinely want a family. It's because they go through trials and tribulations in their relationships, and they think by having a kid is going to be.
See, that is so true.
I know like, the voice in the background, but half of the relationships in London, the relationships purely for survival. Imagine clapping cheeks, bro, and you're waking up, you're looking at the person next to you, and you're thinking, raw. I'm with this oaf or buffoon or X, Y, and Z with Shabba the whole. God knows what terminology you use in your mind, subconscious. And you're thinking, I gotta do this over and over again, and I'm trapped. And they think, you know what, it's going bad, he's cheated, she's cheated, let's have a kid now. And that's the worst
ridiculous.
possible
And
life.
like obviously people can claim different things as well. People go into it for the wrong reasons. And as you said, I'm watching Power at the moment, funny enough. And yeah, I know it's fiction, but obviously it's made on real life things. And it's a drug dealing family, and they're like, yeah, have this baby, that's gonna make everybody's life better. I'm just thinking, the girl and the boy aren't even together, Tariq and Patrick, and Mrs. aren't even together. He's in loads of trouble, getting hunted down by the FBI and whatnot. And I know that's an extreme example, but it just shows what you doing having a kid.
Yeah, but you know what, men as well, yeah. Do you know when they get caught cheating and stuff, they use that as a time to let's have a kid now.
Oh, men are bad.
Do you know what I mean? Or let's get married now. I'm gonna propose to her now. I've got to be up in court, and they don't really want to be in a situation, but
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Men forces women like will try and lock a guy down.
Yeah.
But
they'll say, I've caught you. You got to marry me now.
Do you know what I always find mad? And I've even found as I've got older, it sounds a bit bad, but so when I was at uni, right, and I was a single man, I feel like it was expected that you wear a condom if you're gonna have sex, especially a one night stand or something like that. As I've got older, not that I have one night stands with you, but when it gets to the sex stage, girls are just like, and then girls are even be having sex with you like, oh, come with me. I'm like, like, what do you want to happen here? Girls get carried away. I don't know if you've had that same experience.
In my previous promiscuous days,
Previous?
Your previous?
Yeah.
Truth. But when we get down to it, I can't remember that a time where a girl said, no, you got to get a condom.
That's what I'm saying. I can't.
But they don't say it at all.
Yeah, when I was younger, maybe a little bit more, but as I got older, not at all.
At all.
And I've heard girls, come with me, come with me. I'm like,
what?
But you know what?
It's just a good thing I take it upon myself to always bring one with me.
Yeah, it's a kind of thing. I get it because the burden always falls on accountability of us guys expecting them to be on the pill. I get it, but sometimes they won't be on the pill. And every single time it comes to an accident, I'm not saying that kids are accidents by God's plan and all of that. I'm not even religious. But accountability should take over on both sides.
100%.
When you're in the moment and alcohol's involved and X, Y, Z is involved, people just lapse that self-accountability, and that's the huge problem is.
Yeah, and my thing is I know I'm saying about the girl, but that's obviously because I'm talking from a male experience and I don't get from men. But obviously it's men and women, and guys do some flagrant stuff. Like some guys, take off the condom, don't tell the girl. I've even heard that story. And I'm like, why would you even do that?
Yeah.
Bro,
why would you want to do that?
That guy's considered to be great, fam.
Of course,
that guy's
and that is good.
No, it is, yeah.
It's deceiving, or at least deception at the highest level. Alright, cool. So I didn't even know that. So mum and dad still together?
Still together, bro.
That's
Always
beautiful.
together,
That's beautiful. Exactly like man. Black love.
Exactly.
And we know that's
Just
struggling times at this moment in time. Very bad.
I'm glad the two hench black brothers just said that. Because nowadays there's that.
This is the problem. This is the thing with me. I don't mind. It's not like how some women or a gay person or even a black person, they hear something about black people in general and they get offended. So if black people, so if a white person was to say, true statement. If you were to say, oh, black people are incarcerated by their population percentage more than any other race, I'd say, yeah, it's true. I'm not offended. That doesn't mean you think I'm a criminal.
You know
I'm just saying the fact.
even
People get so offended.
It's usually the other people who are trying to have the privilege of being offended in your behalf.
Oh no.
Because when people talk about
liberal.
watermelon and chicken, bro, I like that shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do that. And I get it. I'm glad you guys are saying because right now it's a struggle. Not just for black families.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
Not just for black families, but for a lot of families, but not a lot of people take accountability.
No, I agree. Accountability is a huge thing. So how do you feel like, obviously, as I said, you've got a great relationship with your parents.
Yeah.
How do you think that influenced your life?
Influenced my life. They've shown me what I want in a relationship.
Beautiful.
To be honest, yeah. They've always been around. Like, the thing is, yeah, with couples nowadays, a breakup. Let's talk about like breaks. Like back in the day, what are breaks, bro?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Seeing
work through, or seeing someone. You're together. When you get married, when you have a child, that's how it is. I want to take them like principles and take them into my own life.
Yeah. And what I feel like, people are so hedonistic nowadays, which means that they only care about them, my happiness. People break up. Oh, I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
What about the child? Like, it's not just about your happiness.
Do you know what it is, yo? Like, my parents, yeah, when they came over, there would have been a lot of racism about. They have to
harder times.
It's harder times, and have to juggle a relationship with their job, with racism, with everything. You know what I mean? And it's just like they make sacrifices for each other.
We've become so soft, and it's actually led to more issues. How are we? You know, we're more technologically advanced than ever before. We've got more information about gym, more information about everything. How we've got the highest numbers of obesity. Male self-deletions at all-time high. Loneliness is at all-time high.
You say this, yeah, but because technology has advanced so much, you've got stuff like Instagram where you've got options everywhere now. Back in the day, you didn't have options everywhere. Like when you went out and night out, you might meet someone there.
That's it.
But that's it. Like
that's it.
Now you got Tinder, you got Hinge, you got Instagram, everything. Like you got options everywhere, and that's why a lot of relationships do fail because they've got their options there. But you got to be a real person and be like, yo, I do not want to mess this up with my partner. I want to be with you, and that's how it should be. Do you know what I mean?
Completely agree.
Fleeting moments. All these is fleeting moments of endorphins, spice, and serotonin.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like back in the day, dating was not globalized. Right? And nowadays dating is globalized, and I feel like where a lot of people fall short is because good times breed weak people, and those weak people, rather than doing something about it, would rather complain. You as a man in your 20s or 30s, unfortunately, there'll be a geezer in his 30s, mid-30s, late 20s that's got a lot more money, a lot more status, that will globalize that dating and hit your girl, vice versa. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to accept that fact or become a hater. And by accepting that fact, you have to do something about it. Gone are the days of mom and dad going through thick and thin in the back of a lorry, kids facing racism, they're facing racism. And unfortunately, you will not find that. Even me now, as the geezer, that's a 34-year-old man, that bro, I ain't never gonna find what my mom and dad have. These guys would have like killed and did this and did that for one another. Nowadays,
I think it's a lot less and a lot more rare, but I think there still is that.
Bro, it's rare.
For people that come from a good household, especially because you've seen that.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it still is possible, but I think it's a lot, like, I feel like TikTok and all this stuff is infiltrating young minds. And the stuff that gets all the views, it's not the real stuff, it's not it's the arguing, the fighting, that's what people seem to feed off.
Another thing, like, do you know what, back in the day, like, it wouldn't have been like this, but I feel like celebrities, like, athletes are more accessible, so, like,
facts, I say this all the time.
And then when they see, like, the people, when girls see, like, the people with money and this and that, they think, oh my god.
But why is the average looking girl gonna go for the average plumber down the pub now? Before she would have, because she probably didn't work. So he's got money, they grow like a nice bond in a pub, they stay together. Now, although she might be the average girl, guess what? She's in Central C, because Central C is performing. Central C is like, I hit that. They then sleep with Central C. She thinks then Central C is her status. Why am I going to fall behind that? And she keeps going for those guys, but those guys are only used as recreational use. And then she's like, well, all man of trash. No, you're just picking guys that are out of your league. Doesn't have to be on a looks basis even. But like even from a financial aspect, all the different things that you look for, and you're not dating the guys that, there's plenty of good guys around you, but you don't want them. You're not even looking at them. Girls don't even want to date someone, generally speaking, not every single girl, but generally speaking, that earns less than them. They're hypergamous. They want to date same or higher.
Yeah, but you get that.
Girls now earn more than men in their 20s if they don't have a kid.
Yeah.
So how is that possible? Then
Yeah, I like you.
and then you want someone that's potentially 6 foot tall. Then they have to be your race type. This. Then you're actually girls don't even realise, even the average looking girl, that the guy that you want is a 0.01% man.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not real, is it?
It's not.
It's not realistic at all.
And that if you want that guy, guess what? Loads of other girls want that guy
as well.
So,
Let's be self-aware though. I don't think these guys, a lot of these guys are not self-aware with it.
100%.
With the stats, it's funny that you pointed that because the stats dictate that 80% of women go for 20% of men.
Facts.
And therefore, majority of men are going to go that sex less as they grow older.
All-time high. 30% of men are sexless, and it used to be 12% in 2012.
Ever since the inception of Tinder.
But I feel like men are more self-aware of it. If we see a girl,
We are.
Huh?
Not your average man.
What do you mean? No, if we see a woman that's, say, an influencer type, she's got 100k followers and whatnot, we're not looking at her thinking, I can get this girl. I feel like we're more self-aware with it.
Well, self-aware was people's girls, because
you know what I'm
the amount
saying?
of people they tend to have, at least in the aforementioned years, within their peaks, they tend to have more men in general. So therefore, when it comes to this issue, I don't think the issue is necessarily women, but rather men as a whole. Because as much as we say, well, girls do this and that, I'm like, well, if you have an army of geezers doing exactly what you're speaking against, because it's a detriment to your species, your being.
I think the issue's on both sides, bro. Because don't get me wrong, I think it's great that, and I said this before, I think it's great that women now work, and I think it's incredible that women have somehow surpassed men in like 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, which is ridiculous. It shows how bad that men have fallen. No. But I think it's on women as well, because a lot of women aren't realistic with their dating standards.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, that's what I'm saying.
And men, it's men's fault because they're just falling weak.
Oh, how's it men's fault?
It's men's fault because
they're not doing. They've become way less successful.
Yeah.
A lot of men just want to bum around.
Is it men that have come like less successful, or do you think that women have equaled the playing field?
A bit of both.
It's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't say just because men have slacked off so much.
I
think women are like empowered themselves more. I genuinely do think so.
But I feel like it is on the fault of men as well.
Yeah.
I think about how many men are simps.
Okay, that's crazy.
Simp culture.
Yeah.
Simp culture. But not just simp culture, but it's basically now. I'm not going to speak on what degeneracy is or not, because different people, different morals. But it's rather for the fact that the allowance of certain behaviours that we as a society may not seem as acceptable, but people get a pass because behind closed doors, we all know what it's like. A particular girl with loads of followers, a particular standard that she presents herself to be, will have loads of these people accommodating her behaviour.
Yeah.
So as much as yes, you're empowering yourself, at the same time, we as men got to hold ourselves accountable.
But this is the thing, right? We're built different. Like, if I'm being an idiot, you man are going to tell me.
Yeah.
If a girl is being an idiot, the girl will be like, will be backing her up in any sense. And that is good in the way, like, they'll always back each other's businesses and stuff like that, whereas men don't.
Yeah.
But women will do it, like, stupidly. To the point where their friend could be in the wrong so much and they'll be fighting tooth and nail.
Yeah.
To say, to empower, you can't talk about a woman like this. Although she's been going on for 10 minutes, slating a guy, slapping a guy, they'll still find a girl way to back the girl. They never ever get told no. A lot of women will go through their whole life not being rejected, bro. So then when you actually, like, when they actually meet a guy that's on their level, or even higher than them, that's not feeling it, they take rejection. You guys have probably seen it as well. How bad the girls take rejection.
Bro, they say, are you gay? This,
that.
Sassy. Bro, when I rejected
Sassy.
Sassy's crazy,
Sassy.
man. You know that called Sassy? I think, what? What do you mean?
Sassy.
Sassy.
It's sassy.
No, but the gay one gets me like, because I don't like you.
Because I don't fancy you. You're
that's
crazy.
I hate that one, you know.
You know what? It's not even that, because when I used to do my performing days on stage.
Performing arts.
Performing arts. Male performing arts to fund for my higher education. Sometimes I'd have to say no to people in terms of taking photos after the show. And the amount of times when I'd say no, they'd go for the jugular by saying, well, it was tiny anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
And I'm there, I'm thinking to myself, well, you paid good money to see the thing that wasn't enough. So how does this come about now?
Bro, you see the ones I like?
So you see it on Love Island stuff all the time. Like, a girl will pick a guy and the guy doesn't fancy him. Oh, he's ugly anyway.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Bro, have you seen the ones where, like, girls in a relationship, they break up with a guy and like, oh yeah, you had shitty boxers, you had holes in your boxers, you had this, you had that, a little dick. You were with this guy, you're in a relationship with this person.
Your teeth get clapped.
Yeah. By the same guy.
Yeah, by that same guy. Now you want to insult him.
Decorum, man. And I think a lot of people need to have decorum, because sometimes stuff isn't going to work out. And I was going for the jugular, I think.
But I feel like we've normalised now women just being really, really rude. Especially on
Please
TV.
normalise it. No.
On TV.
On TV, okay,
On
cool, on
TV.
TV,
Not
yeah.
saying real life, so
Yeah.
relax. I'm saying on TV and stuff, it's just so expected. The way that men and women are treated on any dating show is ridiculous.
Yeah, I couldn't go on the dating shows, bro. You know, I see them messages about,
money
this,
first,
money first, like, all-
yeah.
I think the way that people get disrespected on there,
Yeah,
I feel like it's not
it's
fair.
crazy.
It's not fair, and you can't even react a certain way because everyone's a jump on you go on Twitter, everyone's saying, "Oh, nah, he's bad, he's wrong for this," but they won't take the woman has no accountability.
None.
It's
None.
because the majority of the viewership comes from women.
Women. So then they're not gonna go against
that's
her,
true.
and then it
Yeah.
looks sassy.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
guys come at the
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, yeah,
so then
yeah.
he's gonna go through the whole show just being calm. A girl has to be so out of line to get hit.
Yeah.
For even the girls to be like, oh yeah, she was an ass. Like, I just watched Love Is Blind and that cat. She was getting a lot of stick, but she was so horrible to get that stick.
Go on, Les, you can come in. Man, like Les, what are you doing?
Welcome to the live.
He's saying,
What's
let's.
it, man?
How you
Good,
doing, bro? You good, yeah? Good.
Good.
Yeah, man.
Damn, bro.
How's it going,
What's
man?
it, man? Good.
Alright, so I want to discuss a fun story because we've been talking
Oh,
a lot of real facts.
Yeah.
Alright, tell us the rent story.
Oh, we're doing this, bro.
We're doing the rent story. Live.
Light.
Light.
Okay, cool. So my parents here, they got a few rental properties. Man, busting up me on the camera, you know. Yeah. They got a few rental properties in it. We've got about 6 rental properties. All of the tenants have been calm. Everyone's been paying for like 10 plus years. Everyone's been.
I didn't even know that. Shout out to your parents, fam. Like, that's
Yeah,
cool. I didn't know that.
man. Yeah,
I'm proud of your parents. If you saying that right now, fair play to them. I'm actually quite proud of
Yeah,
them.
they've done well. Oh, that done well. But yeah, so recently we had they didn't want to pay the rent, so 1 month went by. My mum was like, I was like to my mum, no, I need to go around there. I need to talk to him. Like, what's going on? My mum was like, see you blushing up again. But I was like, no. My mum talked me out of it. He said, listen, let me talk to him properly. Let's go through the proper legal proceedings and whatnot, which is fair, which I get. But I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? So I let that month go by. The second month goes by, and I said, nah. There's no chance this guy is sitting in the house, yeah. Like there is no mortgages on the houses and whatnot, but they're still taking a mick. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so I've took it upon myself. My mum was riding
in
out.
the car.
No, yeah.
Oh, that was big lad,
Yeah.
But
So-
these two were doing a lick.
My mum's Jamaican, yeah. So the whole journey there, all I heard was
Blood
blood
fire.
clot this. It's my yard. Me pay for this. Me pay for this. Not him.
Just like, hey, mum, I got this, mum, I got this.
So basically, I'm trying to psych myself up for this now. I'm thinking, yeah. I'm hearing my mum going, oh! I'm like, yes! Mum's in God!
This is like a scene at like WWE.
Bear in mind, yeah, I'm in the group chat saying, yo, my mum's going off, you know. I'm putting voice notes in the group chat. They're saying, oh, record it. I'm saying, I don't know if I can, you know. I've got there, yeah. I'm kicking off the door. They're not answering. I've seen them turn the light off in the living room. I said, Jesus Christ, these man taking a fucking piss. So, my mum's got a key in it. So we wanted to knock on like politely at first, you know, do it properly. They weren't answering. So my man's heard me ruffling with the key, you know, open the door. He's like, oh yeah, I'm coming. My man's cracked the door open. The way I barge in this house, man gave their shoulder to this door.
What are you doing, bro?
Like, what are you doing? I said, where's the money? He's acting clueless now, yeah. Mum's like, what do you need money? Anyhow, yeah, I've told, basically, long story short, I've told my man, come out the house. I said, go to the room, yeah, pack your case. You're leaving this premises today. You're leaving today. So my man's upstairs, yeah. He's he's upstairs packing his case. My man's got a Hello Kitty pillowcase. Yeah. At this point, I'm saying, I've got to record this now. I'm recording shit. Why you got a Hello Kitty pillowcase, bro? You're a big man, you know. Anyhow, I threw his case out the out the door, you know. But all the neighbours coming out and whatnot. But Yeah, which, long story short, he ended up paying. He ended up paying anyway. But this is the thing though.
Sorry,
why the tenants have so much rights? They really and truly.
ridiculous.
If I didn't do that, he would have lodged in that house.
Yeah, of course.
For months and months. What if my mum had a mortgage on one of these houses?
It's ridiculous.
And then she's falling behind on payments now because the tenant's not paying, and I can't get him out and can't get another tenant in. Do you know what I'm saying?
For my main job at Utilita, we do a lot of void management. There's tenants in, tenants out, and I see how some tenants just take them in.
But
they well over their termination.
do you not think that the rights are crazy?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's very pro. So the rights are very pro tenants, and now trying to slowly change that, but in both sides. Obviously, largest rights someone stays in, but ultimately, man, it's like if you do come from a culture when it's blood, fire, and your family this and that, and you come from that culture of togetherness and pride, and that level of fire, right? Because I come from that sort of similar background across the side of the world. You ride for your family, regardless of what the law tells, yes or no.
Of course, yeah.
Like you ride, if your mum's in the backseat shouting blood, fire, you're gonna be like, no, whatever my mum does, right or wrong, that's family.
You're back.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
It was
a family togetherness.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment watching it. It was funny. I was in tears.
Bro, I wish you could put like a clip.
I might have to do that. I had to put a picture in when I picked this up.
You told man hurry up and slapped him for hurry up.
What do you mean? What did you say? Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. Funny story, man. So to give it to you, so I would say you're a bad tenant's worst nightmare. You know, you're 26, you're a big bastard, 6'2".
Yeah.
18. What's the heaviest you been?
20 stone, you know.
This guy's a big guy.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois in the recent fight, they both ate rough around 17.
You're bigger than AJ.
This guy,
That's actually crazy.
This guy,
they're about 6'6" longer.
this guy is 2 stone and he walks around at 18.
Bro, and the worst thing, the most annoying thing, I've been with this guy in Ibiza, and this guy is like a baby drinking chocolate milk. I've seen this guy just drink chocolate milk.
I was on a podcast about chocolate milk, you know, man. Is it really right?
Man's just
What? Man can't drink chocolate milk?
biting up chocolate.
Man can't buy chocolate.
Man, how you being this big? How you being this big on chocolate milk?
Hang on a minute, what's wrong with chocolate milk?
Bro, that's all you ate. Drake and vodka.
I'm not beef with that.
I know, but I don't know how you maintain the size. So what I'm gonna ask you?
Nah, that's fucking stone in Ibiza.
Yeah, you put it back on very quickly.
Yeah.
So where's your inspiration for gym coming? How did you get as big as you did? No, did you?
So to be honest, yeah, I'll be honest with you, like, yeah, when I first started gym, it was more like it wasn't
outlet.
It wasn't an outlet. That's come further down the line. Mm-hmm. When I first started, it was about girls. I'll be honest with you, girls like muscle.
Yeah.
Like,
Every man's
To be fair, I wanted to look like 50 Cent. That was my inspiration. That's the impressive.
I get it though.
I had many men on. I went to look like 50, man.
No, but
you know, most people, right? Again, starts in gym, but most guys, I tell them, at the very beginning, everyone wants to jump on the gym because of the pum pum. I get it.
Yeah,
but the people that truly make it past that point and actually see results is because they do it as an outlet. So I'm not.
100%. Yeah, but when it starts, yeah, obviously on social media, it was like dad bod this, dad bod that. The dad, when I'm going out tonight, yeah, dad bod's and getting the attention.
No, well, I disagree with that big time. If you're tall, dad bods get. You know, like an actual.
Not a dad bod. He's adding seasoning to it now. He's saying, if you're tall, say it's the same. No, say it's the same guy.
No, but maybe your dad bod and my dad's was. A dad bod doesn't mean that you're fat.
But if you're 5'8" with a dad bod,
you're probably overweight.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
5'8" with a dad bod.
No, okay.
That's probably not a dad bod.
Listen. Okay, listen to
Chunk.
me. Bro, say
Chunky geezer.
Say there's two mates here, yeah? One's got a dad bod, yeah? And one's
at my height. I'm
bro, same height.
Yeah.
One's got a dad bod.
He's 5'10", he's like 5'9", bro, sorry.
I'm 5'10".
What did you say, 5'10"?
It's a model. 5'10".
He's a model.
Yeah.
Model.
You don't know about this?
Model. No. It's not a vibe. No, it's not a vibe.
You know I'm pretty.
I don't feel like I'm a model, bro.
Yeah, no, but
But not out here saying I'm a model.
That's
Bro. That's
I'm
crazy.
I'm pretty.
You're pretty.
Pretty.
Pretty. I don't know one big man in this world that will come and say I'm pretty. That is insane, bro.
From yeah, you want to get him.
What? Pretty boy Floyd.
Let me
Okay, pretty boy Floyd.
let me
Most successful boxer
No,
of all
man, like
time.
5'2", blood. Allow me, bro. But
No, I would never class myself as a
man's
model. I
vexing,
think that's
man's
cringe.
vexed. Let me land my point, bro. Let me land the
I'm
plane.
speaking.
Let me land the
I'm
plane.
the host.
Let me land the. I was talking first, bro. How you mean?
So no, I used to do some modelling, but
How is this the point, bro? I was
You started
I said
to
there's
pile
two
me up for
mates.
saying
I said there's two mates here. My man said I'm a model though.
Yeah, because you said about height. So I know
I
my
said
exact
about
height. I said my exact height.
Alright.
Listen, alright,
So
cool.
what?
Let's
The
move on.
dad bod thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do. Hey, cool. We're going out tonight, innit? Say there's two mates here. One's got a dad bod, yeah, and one's a built guy. Goes gym, this and that. Okay, we'll say like myself, innit? When you're walking through the crowd, who are the girls checking for? Be honest. Who are they checking for?
Yeah, lean.
They're checking for the lean, the built guy, the guy with the dad bod. He can get girls.
You can still get.
He can still. I'm not saying he won't, but
I think there's
when you're walking through, you see the eyes.
I hear you. I hear
You
you.
know
I
what I'm
hear
saying?
you. I hear you. I just
Their
don't-
eyes draw to that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Do you know what? This might be a mad comment, yeah, but I feel like girls say, "Oh yeah, I like this dad bod," to make themselves feel like.
That's facts. Every girl that
You know what
I've
I'm
been
saying?
with long term
Yeah.
has wanted me to get chunkier.
Serious, yeah.
Because obviously they still find me attractive chunky.
Yeah.
But I personally think it's because if I get ripped up, they're a bit like.
They feel a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Subconsciously,
always want a guy that can eat.
Oh, how can I eat still?
I can eat.
Yeah.
Beans.
But wait, no, it's funny because even when it comes to dad bods, and again, I've been jet because looking at social media and body standards have been skewed so much
Yes.
by PED abusers, gym users,
Yeah.
fake lighting,
Yep.
pumped up kids.
Yeah,
so
that's
therefore,
facts.
most women who do think someone is a dad bod, I've seen a recent video when women thought an out of season Chris Bumstead,
Yeah. I've
Mr.
seen this.
Olympia,
I've seen it.
was blood clot dad bod.
No, I don't think they actually. No.
They don't realise what dad bod is.
It's
That's
foolish.
no. It's only because of the photo though. Because if they saw Chris Bumstead in real life,
Yeah,
big gas.
they're not saying that's a
Yeah.
dad bod. They're not saying that's a dad bod. Do you know what I mean?
So I think when women do use the terminology dad bod, I think that they need to be aware of who uses it and what the context is.
No, but,
what height?
Okay, but like let's say you two, bro. I've seen you with a dad bod. You get a dad bod, but you're still gonna get girls.
So I've dad bod. I've never had dad bod, bro.
We're not
I think we're using the term.
Okay,
Well,
floating.
two-
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, of course.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we have, of course.
Listen, I don't think a man that's in the gym consistently, who's built, if he like cuts down and he's shredded, he looks built. He can't have a dad bod.
No, but when he bolts, maybe.
Yeah, but it's not a dad bod because he's still
Yeah,
a
no,
built
but-
guy.
no,
Do you know what I mean? He's not a dad bod.
He's
What are you saying,
you are,
dad bod?
might be.
No, but
Sure you are, might be. You're like
Nah,
5
bro,
foot.
because you know the term dad bod, it's a dad. The dad is like it's not a gym
like
man.
a big belly,
Yeah.
big
It's not.
gym
It's
man.
not.
So,
a-
but I think my
That's
dad bod is
what
way smaller than what you guys.
Okay, cool.
When
yeah,
I
yeah.
did dad bod, and when I heard girls talk about dad bods, like a dad bod's attractive. It's like a bit of
You mean,
belly.
you mean like man on the bulk? Is that what you
Yeah, man
said?
in the book, yeah. But
That's not a dad bod, bro.
Because
That's
they're still
not.
Okay,
getting
that's what I. That's what I.
Okay,
That's what I
okay.
think.
some women consider it such, so when he says dad bod, it's very loosely interpreted. And in that regard, even them will still be fine because
Yeah, that's
they
what
have
I
no
mean.
confidence, Albanian fucking hot-headedness and height as well. So you have to also
I'm not
add
thinking
it.
of gym when I think
Neither
of
one.
dad bod.
So Arms got obviously busted the other day for being a fake natty.
Yeah.
Him and
Obviously,
Clifton,
bro.
Leslie and Clifton both.
I don't
thought
know
that he's
gym like
real.
you, man.
See,
I don't know
it's-
gym like
that's
you.
True, but Clifton's so naive,
But-
and he knows.
No,
gym.
no, but the whole like bodybuilding community, yeah, they are naive people.
Yeah. Sure.
And do you know what? It's the fault of the people putting out the content.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because they are saying, "Yo, I'm natural. You can
Oh,
choose
yeah,
this."
man.
But do you know what? Yeah, when I first started gym, do you know like who was my first one? I think it was Simeon Panda.
Okay.
I used to look. That's the OG fake natty, you know.
Yeah, the OG.
I looked at him and I thought, you know what? I can do this, you know. I just started doing gym, yeah. I thought I'm making gains, you know. You know what I mean? I can achieve that. Like naturally, like, he's natural. He's natural. You do all these videos about I've done this test, done this. Come on, man. As you get older and you're in the gym, you need to realize like.
He's been in shape his whole life. He's
Bro, he's never boxed.
impeccable.
Bro,
Impeccable shape.
bro, I thought the
He's
same
been
thing.
standing next to Olympia top fives, bro, and
Yeah.
it makes them look
Looking
small.
clean.
I'm like, how can he,
clean.
bro?
On the table.
How can he be
On the
standing
table.
next to Jesus
On
and not call himself holy?
Yeah, that's.
How can he be standing next to Jesus, bro, not call himself holy? Yeah, nah, that's not me
So,
still.
what's the biggest
sad-
you man think you can get like without?
Oh, I can put on size very easy.
No, like
I-
saying without like nothing, no.
Realistically?
whatever.
I always say you can get to like I mean, we're gonna go into steroid accusations with Josh in a bit.
Okay.
But like, I know that like, I say like AJ size is very achievable.
Okay.
Very achievable.
I
And I think you can tell when someone's on steroids because
don't think AJ size is achievable.
Yeah.
It's a traps, it's a spottiness on the
size,
back, it's this.
But I don't think AJ size is achievable, bro.
I'm sure.
Bro, you're bigger than AJ. You
behave.
claim to be like,
Behave.
you're bigger than
Oh, let's get
AJ.
into steroid accusation now, bro. What do you mean I claim to be 90? What's that I claim to be
Bro,
90?
you said that he's bigger than Arms.
I ain't bigger than...
Oh, same size, same
Bro.
size.
I didn't say it was bigger.
Bro,
Same
that's-
size.
No, hang on.
Because I was like, nah.
I don't
You
think
said-
I said
Bro,
bigger than Arms.
wait.
you said same size.
No.
So not bigger,
The
same
thing is,
size.
because he's high. No, Nick. Because he's high.
Listen to me.
he can get as
Listen
big
to
as
me. Firstly-
short geezers can't. It's impossible. You can't get 18 stone, bro, if you've got this 5'8".
You can, but you just look
Naturally.
you can look
Listen,
ridiculous.
Naturally,
Bro,
it's hard.
I'll be honest with
Yeah,
you,
but
man.
it's like, look at the strongman people. They're
Yeah,
like-
well-
Bro, they use hella steroids.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Yes.
some people, yeah, but you don't. I'm trying to say you don't need it.
Yes, you do.
Bro, I'm like,
Yes, you do.
guys.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so
Bro,
wait.
yes,
So without being ridiculously strict, and I never tried to bulk.
Yeah.
I might do a lean bulk at max. I am like 15 stone.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's
what you're
like
telling me that
15.
I couldn't, if I really went for it, put on 18 stone.
No,
and I don't
bro,
eat that much.
You eat a lot, bro.
No, I don't. I eat like 2,500 calories.
Nah, bro. Like to get.
I don't eat that much.
To
That's
get
what
to
I'm
Anthony
saying.
Joshua's that
It's small.
leanness and that size is impossible.
I eat a
It's
lot
impossible.
of
That's
a day,
what I
but I
think
don't
as well.
eat that like
It's
many
impossible.
calories.
Like you say...
So if I ate 6,000 calories a day, bare gym as I
You ain't
do,
eating
Could
600
you
calories a
do
day.
that?
I eat 2,500.
Yes, exactly.
And you don't think I can put on another 3 stone?
You're not put, yeah, but you're
You
not
eat a lot,
physically
bro.
eating
Nah,
6,000
Nick,
calories a day and functioning properly, bro. You're not.
Bro,
You're not. You'll be. You couldn't even get that down, you bro. You couldn't. I promise you, you couldn't.
Blender.
Huh? Blender.
Toilet,
Toilet. Toilet. Oh,
My bowels are
really
really
slow.
And
My bowels are really
you would not be as
Also, yeah,
big.
No, I know.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
just
yeah,
trying to say I could get there.
Yeah.
No, but
But,
little bit
but yeah, but Anthony Joshua, yeah, is lean, bro. He's on fight weight. Do you know how like drained you are?
Yeah, but if you did that, you could probably look like that.
No, because remember in our beef, yeah, you don't notice how
You're
small
on
I
chocolate
was.
milk, bro.
Yeah, but you know how small
And
I was.
vodka.
Yeah.
It's
There's
good.
a 69 I beat
Hang on, what's wrong? What's wrong with chocolate milk? Can't a big man? Wait. Can't a big man enjoy a chocolate milk in peace?
Yeah,
A chocolate milk in
It's
peace.
just so funny, bro, because you'd be like, you wake up and you'd be like, I'm fuck, blood. And then you just be there with sipping your chocolate milk with his own, looking sweet.
Bro, we're not beefing, yeah. But
Josh
can't-
is too big to do certain things. I seen a man,
Bro.
I seen Josh get on another man's shoulders. I said, Josh, this is not for you.
Bro,
I know what you need to do.
But I want to know, do you know when girls are in the crowd? Like, I'm sure. I thought, you know what? Yeah.
Please,
What's so good about this? Let me try that. Let me try that quickly.
That was crazy, bro. There's a couple of things, and then the chocolate milk was making.
There's nothing wrong with chocolate milk, bro. I'll be real jack. If I'm hot in our beef, I see a cold glass of chocolate milk, and I said, you know what? Yeah, let me try that. Base up, yeah, sip my chocolate milk. What's the problem with that, bro?
But let's move on. I feel like we done. So I want to ask you. So you said obviously, you said that gym started off for girls. Yeah, I think that's a lot of us, and then probably male role models. I'm pretty sure your dad.
What's that?
Male role models as well.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
dad,
yeah,
my
sure.
dad. I always looked up to people like David Hay, Rio Ferdinand, all sick, confident guys,
Yeah.
good with girls, great shape. Then you said about it being an outlet. Do you want to discuss a little bit more about that?
Bro, I'll be real, Jay, yeah. As you get older, life pressures and like just life in general, yeah, you need something that you can, a hobby, so it can be football, it can be gym, it can be anything, something where when you're doing it, you're not thinking about the stresses of life. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I go to the gym, I ain't thinking about any stresses in my
Clapping
life.
cheeks.
I ain't think about any stresses in my life. Do you know what I mean? For that hour and a half, yeah, it's just me, yeah, against, you know what I mean, the weights. Do you know what I mean? And then and we get benefits. We get the like the muscle from it. Do you know what I mean? Like releasing
Increased
endorphins.
energy.
Do you know what I mean? It's good for your body in general. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I say outlet.
It's body regulation. It's also like this thing. So it arcs back to a point of purpose. Everyone can chase happiness. Happiness is only a simple emotion among many. And if you constantly chase happiness, then happiness becomes the new norm of that's you stable. Then what you chase after happiness? There's a study, not study, but there's an article that I'm going to share with people if they're interested, of miners back in the early 1900s, and these guys weren't happy doing the mining. And he asked himself, well, why were they still doing the mining, Duga? Well, these guys were waking up 6 o'clock each morning, knowing that their lives will get cut short by 10, 15 years because they're mining for very toxic radioactive materials. And what was the reason for them doing it? Is because it gave them purpose of being able to find something that's in help humanity.
Yeah.
So I hate it when people talk, oh, this may happen. No, I'm not even a swear.
They've done that. They've done that.
You get it all the time. When people are like, babe, I just want to be happy. Have a little motherfuckers.
I agree.
And it doesn't work. You've got to find purpose. And that's what he does with Jim. And I think they interject there because too many friends and too many people chase happiness. And that's a small fleeting emotion. What about when you're sad, depressed, you want to cry, anger? You got to channel through all the emotions because if you can't, then you're not going to be a fucking functioning human being.
Yep.
No, YouTube.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But people need to hear that passion.
Yeah.
It's true. It's like they did studies about. They spoke to people after the honey cause, and they were surprised to hear how actually obviously a lot of people went through really traumatic things, but they had faith, they had God,
that's what
all these things to believe in. So they had a purpose to get them through those tough times.
They weren't happy, bro. Those people.
But they
found purpose.
But they found purpose, and they were still able to, have a functioning life after without going all the way to Lali because of that purpose. And you're not going to have that now because we're further away from religion. For the first time ever, Christianity's dipped under 50% of the nation. I think it's 46% people, and mid 30% of people are atheists for the first time ever.
Yeah, but your purpose doesn't have to come from religion, bro.
No, I'm not religious. My purpose just comes from moral.
Yeah, so I'm saying. I'll say the same thing.
Moral compass.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, so an outlet, so I completely agree with you. And then, obviously, you're an extremely big fellow, especially for your age. I met you at what, 24, 25?
Did he, bro?
Yeah. No, did he, bro?
Big.
How do you respond when you get steroid allegations?
See, back in the day, obviously, in your first 2-3 years of training, you put on the most amount of size, I'd say, in the shortest amount of time.
That's a fact.
Yeah?
2 years.
So
first 2 years are the most.
Yeah. So when people, even at the start, people were saying to me, "Nah, it's happening too quick." But these are people that are on steroids, probably don't have the genetics, don't have the training right. The intensity isn't there, the sleep isn't there, the food isn't there. These are the main things you need. I've been on that from the get-go. You know what I mean? So when I back then, I'd be like,
how did you have all the information at such a young age?
You know what it is?
Most people don't take their first, even me, you don't take your first few years seriously.
No, you know what I did? But I'll tell you what it was.
Yeah.
You think my motivation for it was the whole time?
You just said go.
Do you know what? He's on mind games.
We knew it's gonna get slipped.
Do you know what it is? Trying to think of my motivation back then. Bro, I enjoyed it.
Your motivation? Why did you really put that time? Let's admit, people were getting big in the gym at a young age, but there was only 1 or 2 man actually doing all the research.
Back when I was doing it, obviously there was no TikTok, there weren't no. When I go on TikTok, I see all these different gym things. I was on YouTube searching. Man's laughing.
Gym things.
Gym things, yeah.
What things? Or?
No, not things, but
gym
gyms. Listen, you can go on TikTok now. You'll scroll. You see gym information here. Yeah.
Information that is accessible and that they use before Instagram.
But you say that, but I had YouTube, and when it was some dead videos here and there, but there was still a lot of information out there. Do you know what I mean? And I'll take that and apply it to my training, and it works for me. Do you know what I mean?
So obviously again, big lads. What are your gym and diet tips for 1, beginners and then 2, advanced? Just a snapshot for each.
So okay, cool. So beginners, I'd say don't focus too much on certain. So do you know when do chest, arms, legs?
Don't focus too much on the style of training.
You'll be fucked straight away. Your arms will be so achy, you can't even go gym the next day. Yeah. I'd say do more focus on your compound movements, deadlift, your bench press, your squat. Make sure you get the form down right. That's the main thing. Get the
start
light, and slowly build your way up. So you do that.
I'll say this. You're gone.
So I think.
So we've got a lot to get through.
Wait, let me. What's in it? Alright,
it's compounds based.
When you first start, get the compounds locked down. And when I say locked down, I mean your form has to be impeccable. You don't want no injuries, you don't want none of that. Yeah, you want your form impeccable. Food, you want the protein in, you want to buy, like when I first started, I was like 16, 17, innit? So at that time, that's when I started buying my own food, because obviously you get food from your parents and whatnot, but you need more. You need more protein. You want that muscle to be rebuilt. Do you know what I mean? Stronger. So certain compounds, slowly get to like individual training. You want chest day, you want your arm day, you want your leg. You want individual days where you actually hammer the muscle down. You break it down. You get enough protein to rebuild that muscle and it grows bigger. But yeah, that's it.
Got it. Love that.
It's like building a house, isn't it? It's like focus on the foundations first. Once
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
foundations,
that's it.
then you can worry about it.
You build that foundation first. That's clear. 100%.
Love that. Alright, cool. Perfect. Do you remember that time that we were in Manchester?
Here we go. Man's rushing me. Man's rushing me about like serious stuff, bro. I try to give man information about the gym, and then man said, "Remember this time, yeah?" Man's bossing up, you know. So I know mind games.
I even got a word written down to remind me of this. Remember when me and you and Les were in Manchester after Park Life, and you denied from McLaughlin being too big.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but hang on. No, do you know what it is? Yeah, I've worked in security before. Yeah. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with this, yeah. But sometimes, yeah, when you're with a big group of lads, or especially black lads as well, it shouldn't be like that, yeah, but it is. They think, have we got enough? If they kick off, are we gonna be able to sort this out, kick them out? So I've seen both. So I've been the guy rejected, and I've been the guy rejecting as well. But see, because I'm a black guy, I know I've got more leniency towards it. But bro, you think these big Russian men, you think they give up? They're thinking, bro, we've only got like 6 bouncers here. These man are the gym, man. Yeah. If they kick off here, so I get both sides. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Fair. That's what I'm saying with that.
Very grown up.
It's empathy, because I wouldn't have thought it that way.
Yeah.
And I explained it. It's the night shift and going back to Tatiana and little Mamushka.
Bro, I don't get paid not to get punched up by a big black geezer. I don't go home to my missus, and she got to put frozen peas on my eye. This is what I'm saying, bro. Sometimes you gotta think about your life, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Alright, let's take it down.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into the trap life.
Alright, cool.
So how did you get involved in the trap life?
See, I wouldn't even call it trap life, bro. But okay, cool. So I was living in Manchester, yeah, and then the whole lockdown.
Manchester. Okay.
So what you don't know Manchester.
What made you move from Brum to Manchester?
I was in uni, man. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't even know that you've been to uni.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying.
He's a smart guy, bro.
Bro.
I know he's doing hench, bro. He don't know he's a smart guy.
So I finished in uni, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, sports science. So I was in there, yeah, and I was like, yo, I'm saying it, man, this is my city, I love this, like, I love Manny. Like, but I'll be honest with you, I won't be surprised, yeah, if in the next few years I, like, relocate to Manny. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? I do love that place, yeah, but I remember my tenancy was running out, and then this whole, like, was it China? With the lockdown stuff. Did it come from China?
Wuhan.
Is that where it come from? Is that where it come from? So I remember my tenancy was running out, yeah. And then I'm hearing all this Wuhan, this. I'm thinking, it's coming over to here, bro. It's coming a lot. Because there's no way I'm paying rent yet, and I'm not having work or nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? I moved back home to Brum. Yes, obviously all my boys in Manny and whatnot. I moved home, and then.
So this was later in life, though.
What's that?
This was later in life. It wasn't even when you were younger.
What's this?
Trap.
Early 20s.
Bro, this is like, bro.
Like 3 years ago, yeah.
Recent, bro. Yeah.
Okay, well.
And then, so I've been home, and then it's like, my boys are like a long way away. So, meeting them and that, I was back home, I was like, yo, I'm stuck in the yard now, do you know what I mean? Ended up reconnecting with some guys from like, when I was younger. They went down a different path. But bro, you know when you're locked at home, like, you want
nothing to do.
You got nothing to do, like, you're thinking,
outlet.
Bro, I've been sat here, bro, like, who's like local, like, one link up, like, you know what I'm saying, do you know what I mean? Okay, what's the ad-lib to that, bro? But I ended up chatting to these guys, yeah, that were like they're kind of.
Joking.
Bro, man, let me land the plane, bro.
Let him land.
That's my bad.
Bad
Bad. It's what happens when you pod with your friends.
Yeah.
Literally, many jokes.
But I ended up like we connecting with a lot of people that I did when I was younger, but they went down a different path, innit? They were making money though, and do you know what it is? Yeah, you'll know, Les will know. You know when black parents see you sitting at home, you're not working.
Do
They're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're either getting out of my house or you're doing something to get some money. So bear in mind, I get I was paying like 4 bills a month, you know, like I was paying my mum 4 bills a month, yeah. Bear in mind, she's sick of the piss, you know, because like, there's no mortgage on all these houses, you know, why are you taking 4 bills a month from me? But bear in mind, it's lockdown as well, you know. But yeah, I didn't have work in a minute, and I was thinking, they were like, yeah, come, like, we're doing this. They knew I could like handle myself, they've seen what I'm like. They liked having me around. Do you know what, it was a selfish thing. Like sometimes you got friends that are your actual friends. Yeah. They like, but these are like me there because it was a benefit to them.
You're the biggest vendor.
If someone like kicked off, call Josh.
Yeah.
Josh is there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So they like me there. I was earning a decent amount of money. You know what I mean? It was lockdown, bro. People on furlough. They weren't getting a full wage. I was earning a decent amount during lockdown, and I was out the house. I was telling my mum, yeah, I've got to find a job. I kept my mum sweet. I was earning peas. But yeah, man, that was it.
Okay,
what's
cool.
the question then, bro? I'm gonna land somewhere.
So obviously you explained the motivation. What was the biggest challenge you faced
in what?
Living that life?
Biggest challenge? Do you know what it is? Keeping it from my parents, yeah, and trying to. Do you know what it is? You love your parents, you love your mum. Having to come back here, home, and she's saying, "How was work?" You told how was work. I'm saying, I'm lying to my mum. You don't want to lie to mum. Dad's like, oh yeah, how's it going? You talk to your dad, like, you have to making lies and like, you don't want to lie. I hate liars, bro. So me having to come back and lie to my parents, bro, that's the biggest thing for me. Yeah.
How did they find out?
They haven't. So, yo, this pub better chill out.
Step up, baby. The home of the truest, uncensored conversation.
Okay, you can say you find out, yeah. When I got stabbed, yeah, they were like, why would someone stab you? Like, I'm trying to put on a like, I said, I don't know what happened. Like, it was just like the guy had a random like a knife in the club. I was acting clueless to the situation. I'll be honest, yeah. But in my heart, it's like I don't feel like I feel like they do know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not stupid. They're not stupid. That's what I'm saying.
So, do you want to talk more about that? Obviously, we spoke before.
Yeah.
So, you're happy to tell us, obviously, what happened.
Yeah.
How bad of a condition were you left in?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And rehabilitation. What was that doing?
So, obviously, I was involved with some bit of dodgy stuff here and there. I was using. Bro, when you know what it is, I come back from Manny and I was like, it's so hard to find work now. Like, you could not find work. And then I didn't want to do no dead end something. I wanted to earn some kind of money. Do you know what I mean? So I got involved with some silly stuff. I shouldn't have done it. I know that. But yeah, so one night, it was out. I remember it was in the G-Wagon, you know, I was living life in lockdown. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, I was living life in lockdown. I was happy. I was thinking, bro, this is the life. You know what I mean? We don't see the other side of it yet. So we've gone out in the G-Wagon. He was like, yeah, Josh, you want to drive this? I was like, yeah. So we went out. I wasn't even meant to go to this club, you know. We went to another one, but it was too late to get in. And then went to a club called Sobar in Arcadian.
Wow. We've been there very many times.
A few times.
Yeah.
I lived in Bromford.
Fuck, you in Bromford, yeah. No way. Yeah.
DJ Rusky this.
Yeah. Was it? So we've just got in, yeah. Bear in mind, at this point, yeah, money's not a thing. These are like, I was splashing, whatnot. And someone in there spotted me, and they're like, yo, this guy is here, yeah? And then next thing you know, I've heard this from a bouncer that was there at the time. He was like, these guys all showed up, about 6 guys there, that they were trying to get in, and they weren't consenting to the search. You know what I'm saying? So the bouncer was like, listen, you ain't coming in without a search, this and that. Them like hanging around outside. Then the next thing you know, a manager, I think from a manager or a bouncer, someone let them in through the back. The back door. I never found out who this guy is, yeah. I've always wanted to. They've come in, through the back door, they've had their knife out, hoods up, everything. They've come, they've seen me, they've stabbed me twice in my back. And I've turned around and stabbed me twice in my leg. So then I've hit the guy, he's dropped the knife, so the knife is about, but I'm actually leaking now. Yeah, so then a big brawl happened, all the guys I'm with, his guys, big brawl. But I just keep feeling, obviously when I've hit this guy, there's another like 2 guys that have come all on the floor, like scuffling and whatnot. I've got up, I'm thinking like I fell in like some like water or something, or like a drink or something. I'm feeling like all down my leg. I've touched my leg through my jeans, bro. I looked to my hand, just blood everywhere. So obviously now I'm panicking. I've been stabbed. So my cousin was with me at the time. He's threw me over his shoulder like this, innit? I'm walking, and my legs gone numb, fully numb, bro. I'm trying to get down the stairs, so I can't step on his leg. So literally threw ourselves down the stairs, but outside, and then yeah, I remember the bouncer, but big up this bouncer, I've never found out your name yet. He's come out, they called the ambulance and whatnot, and he's tied his belt around my leg. He stabbed me twice in my leg, the scars are about this big, innit? I should have died that night, you know what I mean? I should have died. Yeah, I should have died that night. But I remember the ambulance woman was like, whoever's done that, yo, save me. Do you know what I mean? He's tight, he's so tight, like, holding the fucking wound, innit?
It's very important to say that in that situation, that's happened around your limbs. You got either get a belt or something sharp or thick. This
is what I'm saying, he's done it.
Tight around the neck or wherever, so he did actually save your life because them 10 seconds, 15 seconds can give the difference between life and death.
That's what I'm saying. And then I've tried to go back, I've tried to go back after when I was able to walk again. And then he wasn't there, like I've tried to find out his name, like no one knows his name, this and that. But yeah, big up my man anyway. But,
unsung heroes.
Do you know what I mean, bro? But I remember being outside, obviously at this point I've lost a lot of blood, I've got a few videos, how much blood was around in the club before I even got out. And then, yeah, so he's tied his belt around my leg, and then my cousins told me, I'm saying, like, what's going on? Like, why are we out here? But I've lost that much blood, my head's like, I'm like, what we going outside? Let's go back, let's go get some things. This is what I'm saying.
Sure, bro. Josh will go out.
Yeah.
Last leg. Where's it to?
He's like, you been stabbed? I'm like, what? So he's kind of like locked me in a little bit. I'm like, I'm lying down. I remember I must have blacked out for a bit after that. Yeah. And then, yeah, I remember the ambulance woman kind of looking up and whatnot. And then everyone around me, I'm seeing, like, I'm panicking now. But I can't talk. I don't know what it is. I couldn't like speak.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I must have lost so much blood down. But I just remember, I've been slapping on my face. My cousin slapping on my face, And boys are just, don't go to sleep. And do you know what? In that moment, I was just thinking, my mum. Do you know what I mean? So in that moment, I was just like, I can't believe I've been involved in this. And then, you know what? In that moment, so much things rushed through my mind, like. And then I looked right, I saw all the blood like draining down. I said, this is it, like, do you know what I mean? I'm gone. Yeah. But yeah, like it switched in that moment, everything like.
So what was that feeling like? Because obviously I can't relate to it. That's it would be an extremely scary feeling, like thinking you're gonna die.
So I didn't feel the pain, like I don't remember feeling any kind of pain from it. But obviously I was stabbed and whatnot, but I think it's just adrenaline. Do you know what I mean? I swear to God, all I can think about is my mum.
You know what's crazy though, Josh? Because I'm not going to speak about this because obviously like civil wars are back home. But in those situations, because the adrenaline stops the pain from actually getting to you because it's a protective measure that your body's fight. But in that heat of the moment, I'm not sure if it's the same for you, Josh, but I remember thinking, I'm not going to say bye. Mom, dad, family, I'm not saying bye. It's almost this anxiety of like I can't say bye, and that's what goes through the head, and it's really, and again, you sharing this story just brought back a lot of memories about other stuff, and it's not about that and everything else, all the money, the G-Wagon,
this is what I'm saying, bro.
It's our mum.
Truly important.
It's that same bye, and your thought is almost, I'm not sure about you, Josh, she like, you almost agree with yourself, like, I can't, maybe I won't. Crap, mum, dad, I can't see why, and it's really, I can't explain it.
Do you know what it is? You see all the like materialistic things, you see the G-Wagon, you see the money, you see this, you see that, and then you don't think of the other side. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
The last thing you're actually thinking about is things.
But that's when my head was gone, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I actually agree. Like I can't speak to what you did, but I remember me and Cliff swam out really, really far in the sea, a lot
Yeah.
heavier than when we used to swim.
Yeah.
And we're having like a competition.
Oh,
And
is
then
it?
it started getting choppy.
Oh, okay, yeah,
and I was
yeah,
really struggling.
Yeah.
And like, it was like my life flashed before me.
You
Like I was
thinking-
struggling back.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
white brother tried to help me out, and the
Serious?
beat was going down. I'm
Yeah,
like, it was
right,
bad,
bro.
we were far out.
Yeah.
And I do know what you mean. How like your life flashes behind your eyes. You like, you just got to go for
You're
it.
just thinking
Yeah.
family, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
true.
went through
Like,
the same
the important things that are important will flash at the moments when you are the most weak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But do you know what it is? Do you know when you get into this kind of stuff, you don't see that side.
No.
Obviously, like there are people that are gonna want you hurt or
Yeah.
dead,
Facts.
or do you know what I'm saying? You don't see that side. But honestly, if this helps one person that's in the situation,
Oh, of course.
I'm
The feeling is so
ecstatic.
lost, bro, when you're
Yeah.
dizzy and
You-
you're
honestly-
blurry and you're just there
So-
like
so
you're in
ex-
the moment.
So explain the rehabilitation process.
Okay, so I got put in hospital and also I was in and out of consciousness and whatnot. But to this day, I remember this moment. Yeah, my mum coming in at hospital, she's shouting, screaming down the hospital, "My son!" Da, 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 da. I ain't cried, since for years before that. Do you know what I mean? And then I remember I was crying my eyes out. I was like, "Sorry, I'm sorry." And then yeah, bro, I was in hospital for like 3 months. Do you know what it is? The people
3
that I was-
months.
Yeah, no, it was about 2.5 months. Yeah.
Alright.
And
You think you're gonna be able to walk again?
I knew I was going to walk because they did tell me. I had a blood transfusion, like it was D, and then yeah. So do you know what it is? Yeah, the people that I was with, that they called me family, this and that, they weren't there. They didn't come. They didn't visit me once. They say it's too hot. It's too hot. The police are circling around you, this and that. And the police did come around me.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were like, we think we're involved in gang activity, this and that. And I was like, shit, man. And then yeah, so but who's there? Who's there? Your mum's
You know
there.
what's the crazy thing though? Because I remember I bump into Josh all the time prior to that event.
Yeah.
And the thing is, these energies, I don't give a black, white, big, small, it's energies across together. I've come across Josh quite a few times. And me being me, when I'm going to do my side stuff and get lost in the friends group, I just go around and speak to anyone.
Yeah.
I remember when Josh first posted on it, right? I'm like, yo, no effing way. And I'm glad he posted about it because I don't think me and Josh would have connected. I'm like, no effing way, what's happened to you? Like, I know you for being this person, like, I don't understand this. And that's how me and Josh got fully connected. But he's right, the people who you think are there are not there. And the ones who you think will not be there, bro, are the ones that pop out of the woodwork.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Like they didn't visit me in hospital. These men were like, bro, they were thinking about their own backs.
Of course.
But a real friend, bro, they're gonna be there regardless. You know what I mean?
Of course, mate.
But who's there? Your mum's there. Yeah, she's bringing me food. She's like, what happened? I just want to help you.
Yeah, of course.
And I can't even talk to her now. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. So rehabilitating. I remember I had like, you know what it is? They offered me therapy if I was stressed. And obviously, you know, I'm a bit like, I'm a strong little man, do you know what I mean? I feel like I can get through anything myself.
Yeah. As all men do.
But, as all men do, but you know what? Therapy is a beautiful thing. I'll tell you, therapy is a beautiful thing. You have to talk to people. You have to, honestly, if I didn't have, what was I think her name was Nadine, and it's a black woman that always just sit down. I refused the therapy at first. She convinced me. She was like, listen, if you don't talk about this, you're gonna bottle it. It will come out eventually in some kind of way. This will come out.
Self-sabotage behaviours.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I won't lie, I was in that self-sabotage kind of way. As a man, I got to do it myself. But yeah, pick up Nadine, man, from Good Hope Hospital. But yeah, bro, like speaking to her helped me so much. You have to be able to talk to people, bro. Like, do not box shit.
What do you think? Like, I know there's probably loads of things
Yeah.
that she helped with, but what do you think is the main thing that you got out of therapy
Main thing
that other people can take?
was changing my mindset. Like, do you know what it is? Yeah, do you know when you're in like certain, say like gang life in general, yeah. You feel like you're closeted into it,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
and like you can't get out of it again.
Yeah.
Once you're in, you can't get out. She opened my mind into like there's more to the world.
There's travelling, there's all
Bro,
this,
traveling's
yeah.
a big one.
Yeah.
When you see different cultures and different how people are, you'll realise how privileged you are and how like you have like gratitude, bro, for
Different.
life in general. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just different. It's just different.
Things.
Things, bro, that's insane. Because I was not thinking about things at all, bro.
Sorry, this is just boy banter. I like to sometimes break it up in seriousness.
Yeah, it's good, bro. It's good.
Nah, but I mean that is true. If you're single, yeah, enjoy that. But no, I completely agree. Traveling is so important for everybody to understand different cultures. It's hard to be racist if you have submerged yourself in different cultures.
Yeah, true.
I completely agree. And I completely agree with everything you're saying. There's people in that life act like that's our only option.
That's the
so that big world. You could go move to Thailand.
Bro, it's not even top. Bro, you can move to a different city. Everything's completely different.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's
But I feel like we are like that, you know. We think we've lost our job. It's the biggest thing. We're still like a slave to your work.
But the thing is, it's abundance because during lockdown, I lost my job. Even most recently for a mortgage, hella bills. I got made redundant. I think I'm starting the mentality of that. Bro, I come from a civil war zone, so I completely understand with Josh's point of feeling like whatever. But it's like the same way I said to Josh before was like if your parents have been through so much to get here, it's like that fight or that's you got to fight. You got to keep on fighting. And sometimes people get drawn into the whole notion of like that's the only option.
Yeah.
But there's always possibilities. There's no giving up. Giving up on yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I suppose lockdown brought the mentality for a lot of people like, damn, we're stuck here. But there's always a way.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't explain it. It's like, it's either built into you from your habitat or from your family because most people, they live a cozy lifestyle because cozy lifestyles do breed weak people. And then tough times create tough men. And there's always a way, and I speak about this passionately because there's so many people that, but this, but that. I'm like, bro, you can order an ice cream at 2 o'clock at night on an Uber, whenever
That's
you want.
true though,
Genghis Khan back 400 years ago, that was the top one, no point, no. You were living a life of luxury. You are privileged, but people don't get it.
No, of course not. Of course not. And what's your biggest bit of advice for anybody? And I'm sure think about how many young men there are in Birmingham, London, Luton, wherever it may be, that's in that trap life. What would be your bit of advice to help them see from a different perspective, or just get out?
Okay, so obviously we've all been through traumatic stuff. Do you know what I mean? But you can't let that define your future. Stuff that happened in the past, you can't define your future. So after that moment, something like switched in my head. I know mine was mad traumatic, but even little things might affect people differently. You know what I mean? But you have to be within yourself. You can talk to people as much as you want, even like therapy. You can talk to people as much as you want. It has to be within you. Do you know what I'm saying? You want to say something?
I was gonna just say because obviously it sounds like you got a lot of enlightenment out of this. And don't answer this question if you don't want.
Okay.
But obviously you got all this enlightenment, but was there not a part of you, a big part of you that wanted retaliation?
Oh, okay, so that's a big thing. Before my mum come to the hospital, this guy's getting there, this and that, When I saw my mum break down in front of me, that was it. You don't want to see your mum cry.
No.
You never want to see your mum cry.
No.
When I seen her like that, I was thinking, I've done wrong here.
Yeah.
This has to change.
Accountability.
And then, so I'm sat in, I've got a lot of time to think in this hospital. I'm by myself, and I'm thinking, this has to change. I've cut off all the boys. Worst thing is, I remember, the boys were like, it wasn't like, I want to come see you, I want to make sure you're good, what do you need? It was like, we're going to find out who this is. When you're ready, we'll come, we'll smoke this guy, And then even just seeing that, was like, this has to change. You have to get out of this.
It's a perpetuating life
Do
cycle.
you know what I'm saying? But even when I got into it, I was like, it's just a temporary thing through lockdown, this and that. You have to get out of it. It's not worth your life. Your family are stressing, they'll be hurting if you're gone. You know what I'm saying? You'll hurt so much people doing it.
It's not just you that's gone, it creates a whirlpool of habitat around your heart.
Exactly.
And as much as, and sometimes I've done stuff in the past when I selflessly thought myself, well, it is what it is, YOLO, it is what it is. But the second I calmed down or afterwards, I thought about the fact that it's okay and cool with me and my actions on me, but mom, dad, family, uncles, friends, and that thought alone, it gets you. It gets, and not unless it's forced onto you through situations like that, people won't think that way. And I think epiphanies, I think in life people need to have epiphanies because you can take a horse to water, you can't make it drink. So not in a bad way, but I tell people, you know what, it's best to have those life experiences because at least when you do meet your maker, you won't be a blank canvas, you'll be a canvas of, I've understood, I've been through those situations, and this is my purpose now because I fully get it. And he can be right there giving the people those answers on a plate, everything on a plate. But bro, unless you have felt it and gone through it, it will mean nothing.
Love that. I couldn't agree more. Now, moving on to a brighter note. you've met the boys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go on to how you met the boys, but
What?
what do you love most about?
See, that's a money game.
The bros.
What do you love most about raving? What
Raving?
really turns
Okay,
you around?
cool.
Because you're the stereotypical roadman, hip hop, R&B, probably not even R&B, grime.
Grime, yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously you grew up on
And
grime.
now you've gone to
Yeah. So we grew up on grime, whatnot.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, back in the day, I would look.
DWE, innit? You're a DWE man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, even now though, I listen to DW. I was like, yeah, it's cold. But yeah. So the whole raving thing, I used to look at man that rave as like weirdos. I'll be honest, yeah.
So what? Would you see me?
Me
and Clifton raving, you'd be like, oh, Bounty.
Bounty.
Would you say
Slidey.
Wow.
Slidey.
Bro,
Probably not
so
Bounty.
ignorant.
that's
No,
been
so
no,
ignorant.
that's been-
No, I rate it. Honestly.
Has that not been used at some point?
I
Ever?
think it's
Or
like-
like, is it? I get it if it hasn't, but I'm saying, has it been used at
Nah,
some point?
because I would be the person considered the Bounty because I went to a private school.
Okay,
so I've never really been called it. Except from Bycliffe.
So that means you've got a bit different to me. Do you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So in your private school, was there a lot of black people at all?
No.
Do you see what I'm saying? I grew up in we clicked up with the black people.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
more like the whole like roadman image was like the cool thing
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
of course.
So like,
Bad
we,
man.
do you know what I mean?
Arlington as well. Arlington,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
all the
yeah.
time. It's almost like Jamaica Central.
Yeah.
It's
No,
literally
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and that's what the
Yeah,
culture is.
yeah,
So when
yeah.
you talk about, even from my background, ironically, I was a token white boy in loads of black groups of friends. Hence why my affiliation to loads of black people, because the backgrounds and people come from.
Yeah.
But Arlington is pretty much little Jamaica in Brummer, the West Midlands, and that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have
Rough
to
my
say
hands
that.
as well, you know, bro. Just little Jamaica everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit rough, right?
Yeah.
What was that question again?
What do you love about raving? You
What
basically
about
said
raving? Oh,
you
okay,
basically
yeah,
saw it
yeah,
as
yeah.
a bit of a dead thing. Right?
Yeah, it wasn't my thing. But I'll be real with you. After I was tired, I remember I was at home and I cut all these guys off.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even like. It wasn't even a bitter thing. It was like a.
It's
You
not
know,
good.
I do not want to be involved with this anymore. Yeah, I've seen my mum cry. I've seen this. I've seen that. I'm not involved. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like an American thing. You don't get jumped into a gang, jump out of it. It's not like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you've got to make a decision within yourself, and you got to, bro, just take charge of your life. Do you know what I'm saying? That wasn't part of me anymore. So, Bobby Roger, yeah, a lot of that time, yeah, I didn't have a lot of friends. No, obviously I knew a lot of people.
Yeah, you had acquaintances.
I know a lot of acquaintances, yeah. But you know,
cool.
like when you have like a group chat,
Yeah.
your close boys.
Yeah.
That was my group chat of close boys. I had to make a decision, yeah. And, I'm taking myself apart from that.
Big decision.
Do you know what I'm saying? Literally, it's by luck. This is by luck, yeah. Because I remember I was at work, and I said, "Yo, we're gonna go party life." To one of the boys at work, literally, like, he was like, "Yeah, we'll go." And I ended up meeting, obviously, Nate, Chet, Liam. I need to roll off all the names, yeah. But I met all these guys, yeah. And do you know what, yeah? Like, do you know when you go like clubbing, the music, yeah, sometimes it's all about like shooting, killing, It's a moody vibe. That's why a lot of fights happen at these like clubs.
There's no hell as well.
Do you know what I mean? And people are stood there like moody. The guys are being stush, and then and I remember I went to Part Life. I'm looking around, house music, bro, beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna. I actually am gonna stand on this one.
Right.
I feel like even when you go to like events at uni and whatnot, the babes are usually at R&B events or raves.
Yeah.
You're like, why? What? Oh, so this is where they're at. You go to raves, you're like, damn, girls.
But you know what it is, yeah, there's no
Good looking girls, I don't know what it is, they love getting on it.
Yeah.
But
They don't fight though. It's
But
not-
it's-
No fight.
Bros, there's
If you fight at a rave, you are a
No,
dickhead.
You're not fighting.
The thing is, when it comes to raving, it's so inclusive because of the background that it comes from, and also Brum was one of the main raving hotspots in Digbeth back in the 1980s. So that's a little clip right there of like whatever for Brum. But it's so inclusive where like it's so inclusive that there's no time, and you're not gonna get that ego, and you're not gonna get that animosity from people because everyone's there at this event to enjoy what's happening. Whereas when you're in clubbing, because there's the subconscious, like shooting, killing, this, that, it's a very subconscious.
No, but you know what it is, yeah? The like, say, gang members, yeah, they want to buy a table, they want to flaunt the money, they want to get the bottle. Do you know, I remember I was enjoying this year, but looking back now.
There's benefits out of it.
That way of thinking of, we are who we are.
Bro, it's so silly, because you stood there, yeah, you thinking, yeah, I'm the shit here, yeah. I don't like flexing lifestyle, you know. I want to be out there, yeah, I want to be enjoying. I look around me, everyone's smiling, everyone's happy, there's no fights. Do you know what I mean? That's what I want.
Around us.
Who?
Big titty around.
Who's that?
He said big titty.
Who's that?
Big titties. No, basically now he's saying
Oh,
that.
chill out, bro. Don't shit. No, mind you. I'll wrap this up, man. I'll wrap this up, man. Wrap this up, man.
But I took a video of you once.
No.
No, I'm not gonna go. I'm just gonna say the big titty around us part.
Okay.
Okay.
What is about big titty around us?
Okay, cool. So he's on mind games, yeah, because we're not beef, this guy. Bear in mind,
Flash
yeah.
on my face, bro.
No, bear in mind, yeah. This is the first day he's come, yeah.
And I'm going to World War III. All the boys arguing.
I've
I
left-
just want to get on it.
I've left my holiday romance, yeah, in the taxi to stay with Nate because he's his first day. I thought I'm not leaving him. I don't even know Ben. It was just Ben there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I said I ain't leaving Nate just by himself. So I'm sat there waiting for about an hour for a taxi, yeah, or longer. How long were we waiting for a taxi? I'm sat there. I'm so angry. I'm so drunk. This guy's recording me. He said, "What's your type?" What's your time? I said, get that flash out of my face, bro. It's not about, it's not about big titty or no, he's about round ass. I like a round ass, but it's not about big titty. Yeah. My preference, yeah. Do you know what it's about? Big titty. Bro, next question, man.
Actually, no, please explain.
Why explain, man? How do you get here, bro? Let's be mind games, bro.
This is a mad podcast. Like, we can talk about this.
I got to interject here in the case of that.
Say it, bro.
I understand his perspective of quote unquote round ass because that is a byproduct of the
Why do we come up?
No.
Show them.
So when people say they like brunettes or blonde, I'm like, that's a very superficial type because they can change their type within half an hour. You can't, yes, because a girl can change her type of hair.
Within
relate this to the bum.
Oh, you're saying that you can't change in half an hour? That's what you're saying?
Because you can't get a bum.
Can't change your ass in half an hour.
You can't train for ass for half an hour.
A year.
Yeah, but that takes a year. It doesn't take
Yeah.
half an hour.
But when you go to bed tonight, when you go warehouse party tonight, yeah, you're not seeing a thing and saying, hey, she can change that in a year. She can get cheeks in a year. You ain't saying that?
That's the byproduct. The byproduct is to the fact that this girl has put in the time and effort to make sure she's this area to get that. I get it.
I mean, I'm not looking into it that deeply.
You haven't seen cheeks, you're not seeing cheeks?
I'm saying cheeks.
Yes.
I'm not going the years that she's put into the gym.
But saying cheeks or no cheeks, when you say cheeks, you're saying that. But it's not in so many words.
I would never ever look at a girl and say cheeks, just so we know.
Yes.
Alright, so
that's a byproduct. I feel like we are selling ourselves short by defining it to such a small terminology because people look at that and think, these guys are degenerates. Whereas when I'm saying cheeks or that nice thick legs, because these girls have to squat hell away, do loads of discipline, drink loads of protein, and that's
it's true though. It's true though.
That's why we rate cheeks.
That's what I rate. That's why I say to people that my type is a strong, athletic one because it means she's put in the graft.
Yeah, so is mine. But I don't. I'm not looking at a girl and going. I'm looking at a girl and going. She's got a great body. I'm not going.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
The years of
It's the
craft.
same thing. It's the same thing, yeah, but just subconsciously, yeah, but it's still the same thing, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
It's shorter words.
Yeah, on face value.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, raving.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So
actually, you actually explained that. We can move into the next point. You said you like the vibe. It's not moody. It's good vibes.
Oh, well, Skepta said, what was it? The Skeptical. You might have heard it. Like everyone loves house music, just don't know it yet. I think that's
yeah. Look at Aaron Piano,
bro.
Even the last couple of years.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
We converted Leslie.
Yes.
Leslie's now a raver. Beautiful to see. What is your funniest rave/event story?
See, when I'm raving, bro, I wouldn't say I got funny stories when I'm raving.
I think the tent one is pretty funny.
Jesus Christ. Okay, cool. The tent one is very funny. I went Queenfields the other day, yeah, and do you know what, yeah? I tried getting Nate to come Queenfields, yeah. He wouldn't back the camping side, which I get, which I do understand.
And I've done it
I was trying to convince him and say, do you know what, it'll be alright, man. We've got showers here, we've got tent here. Like, bro, it doesn't matter. Tell me why the first night I've gone to Queenfield, yeah, I've woke up to a pole from someone else's tent slapping the back of my head. So I've woke up, and I'm like, what? What? Bro, it slapped my head.
Bro,
It woke me out of my sleep.
Liam,
Bro,
who's like tall and
bro, can you
massive.
wait,
He's
bro,
like
please
current
tell me,
tent.
click the clip, yeah, of the tent abusing me, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, so I woke up, yeah, I'm like, what?
What did I do?
What's going on? So I'm moving my hand out of the tent, yeah, and it just went whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Bro, you'll see his video anyway, yeah. This tent abused me.
What, please do the phrase.
What do I do, man? What do I do? Yeah, I'm going home. I ain't doing this no more. I'm going home.
What do I do, bro? So funny. And then it gets even funnier because even before that, you hadn't done your zip properly. So you had rain that got on all your clothes.
Yes, bro.
And I'm like, this
Oh
guy
my God.
Yeah.
That's my own fault though, because I was too drunk. I didn't close my tent properly. You know what I'm saying?
That could have been anyone though.
Yeah.
What do I do? Funny time, bro. So where do you come up with all these sayings, bro? Because, you know,
Sayings?
you have me especially,
What?
and all the boys doing your sayings a lot, you know.
Saying, what ad-libs you mean?
What are you saying, blood?
Okay.
That's the thing, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? That's just natural.
Clean.
Clean.
And then
beautiful.
where do you get the repetition from? You always clean. Please. See.
Bro, that's an us thing, bro. I don't think that's a me thing.
That's a you thing.
Nah, I don't think it is.
I find it so funny.
Mm.
But where do you come up with this content?
Bro, I don't come up with it, bro. You know, things just come naturally. If I see something, I say something. Do you know what I mean? That's it, bro. Like, I don't really think. I don't go about home thinking, what can I say? Clean. Nah, bro. It happens naturally. If I see something I like, I say it.
So it's a natural talent of yours.
Natural talent, bro.
I love that, bro. You obviously love food.
Food?
I think you should. I think your calling should be being a food influencer. I think
You're mad. You what, like
that
Bevo?
big
and that?
black guy.
Bro,
like,
you might see these Bevo geese on TikTok.
no,
this
no, you should have to do that.
Yeah,
but-
crazy.
Are you mad if I'm on
Yeah,
camera
but
doing
no
that?
offense, bro. You don't look like Beaver.
No, it's not about looking like Bevo, bro.
But-
They do all that the mouth clapping and all this and that.
Yeah, you know,
For a reason. It gets the attention from the
Yeah, but you can also do it where the people have just become famous. I follow like a food
Please tell me
influencer.
one person that does that.
Eating with Todd.
You know what?
Me and my ex-missus used to do
Man's
that all the
like Todd,
time.
bro.
Eating with
I'm
Todd.
not thinking
You can.
I reckon. I reckon.
He just goes to nice food spots.
It's not even that. I reckon because the amount that he eats, like there's the
No,
classy way
okay.
of doing food. Maybe you
Okay.
can do like food blogs
Okay,
and whatever. And that
okay, cool. If I go-
Beagle's a whole different.
Yeah.
Beagle's a
He's
degenerate.
a fool.
If I go like KFC, I'll get a family bucket. I'll get a 10-piece bucket.
I've seen him.
You should get
finish
sponsored by
his whole
KFC.
thing.
Oh, like you should get sponsored.
Yeah,
by
man.
Yeah,
You
but-
deserve to be Mr. Kentucky.
It's not, bro. Come on, man. Is that what I really want in my like?
Nah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's a check. I know. That's a noble check.
noble
Some
check.
people are getting their check off way more nefarious.
Oh, 100%. And I think they're waste man.
Is that well, Kentucky? I'll take a check for Kentucky. I
What?
love fried chicken.
What?
Hey, man.
I don't know,
I'll
bro.
take a-
Do you know what it is? If I'm sat,
you know
no,
what it is?
do you know what it is? Yeah. Do you know what it is about this kind of stuff? Yeah, you have to build yourself from the ground up. Innit? There's no I'm sitting there slapping Kentucky in my mouth for 10 views on my team, bro. Do you know what I mean? If it was guaranteed, yeah, that was. It was
You're doing it
guaranteed.
for free at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm doing it for free, yeah, but. No, come on, man. We're in a podcast, bro. Come on, man.
Appreciate that. The lads have done very, very well. Because I know we're definitely gonna do 2 hours. We're on 82, so yeah. So no, we're all good. We're all good. Probably about 40 minutes left, if that. So no, we're all good. So what's your favourite food? You have a big
Food.
appetite.
Oh, bro, favourite, like number one, undisputed,
Yeah.
champion.
Yeah.
It's Christmas dinner at my mum's, bro.
Really?
Bro, what? See, how you mean? My Christmas dinner at home, bro.
Expected.
I look forward to
So
this
what is
meal,
it?
you
What
know.
is it?
What do you mean? What is it, bro? So we got
We have
turkey.
rice and peas and us.
I have rice peas, man.
So why are you asking me? Why are you surprised when I'm asking you what's your Christmas dinner? It's not traditional English Christmas dinner.
Okay, cool. I hear that.
Choose.
We got turkey, chicken. Bro, we have capon, chicken.
What? Capon?
Capon is chicken.
What's that?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's chicken.
I'm Jamaican.
It's chicken. It's chicken. Oh, you're Jamaican.
I've never heard of Cape one.
Yeah, but we used to keep on like that. Are you Jamaican?
So, sorry. I'm sorry for speaking the Queen's English.
Yeah.
I speak
You're
English.
from
but-
Yard though?
Huh?
You from Yard though?
What did
I'm
he
third
say?
generation.
Third generation?
Third generation.
Oh,
bro. And I went to a private
Is
school.
it?
oh, so your basic name is like Harry or something?
My name's Nathan.
Simon?
See, this is the problem with you.
What?
So you tried to look
See?
down. You
See?
tried to marginalise it.
Oh.
You tried to marginalise
What's that?
a well-educated,
Yeah.
private school background black man.
I'm a marginal.
But that should be why does that matter?
For example, like you know how like I'm assuming you're roots Jamaican, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you have your
What?
Jamaican sort of name like that is in the family?
They ain't got no Jamaican name, bud.
No,
My
actually,
boy-
no.
boy-
My dad does. My dad does.
No, his
My
parents,
dad-
the difference is his parents were born here.
Yeah, that's
That's
Oh,
a difference.
yeah.
That's a big difference.
So my dad and my uncle both have Jamaican names.
Yeah.
And if they moved to England, they had to have English names to start X, Y, Z, right? Like,
No,
it's
it's not that.
Yeah.
They just have a Jamaican. They have.
Yeah,
because you know how you got some Asian brothers eat that Oriental.
Oh yeah.
His name
And
is
then-
James.
yeah,
Like,
James.
actually,
Yeah,
James,
Benjamin.
Like,
Yeah.
is
My name is Benjamin. Excuse me.
Like, is that the same in
No. It's like a nickname in Jamaica. It's not like
Yeah.
It's not like actual.
I get
actual
what you're
name.
saying, yeah.
James,
My-
What's your Jamaican name?
You know what, yeah? It might get some views, yeah, me fight on this podcast, bro. Because he's on mine, because you know what? Do you want to, I know he's on mine, because he starts busting up immediately. Like, before he even lands the question, yeah, he starts busting
You're
up.
gonna make me laugh. With what everyone's saying.
Nah.
What's your Jamaican name?
I ain't got no fucking Jamaican name, bro. Fuck the YouTube, bro.
This is the reason. I actually want to. This content should actually be for kids, but
Fuck that, bro. How you mean?
Alright,
Kids,
alright.
you're violating, bro.
relax. Alright, let's get back on topic.
Waste, man, bro. Nah, he's violating, bro. Nah, he's trying it. Look, he knows he's trying
gonna
it.
come at some point. We've done so well to get through so many important topics. This is actually a good question. I really want to know. How do you balance your love for cheap food and fitness?
Cheap food and fitness. Ah, okay, cool. So,
That's a good question.
see?
That's so good. Do you know what I know? Let's go to it.
Alright, cool. So cheap food and balance. I'll be honest with you, I have got a high metabolism, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can put away food that a lot of people wouldn't be able to, do you know what I mean? I try to do it as I do one cheat meal a week, yeah? It doesn't always end up like that, yeah, but that's what I go for mainly, because I like to keep my physique a certain way.
Yeah.
I don't want a dad bod like Nate. I try.
What part
What-
what part of me has a dad bod, bro?
I mean, answer your question, bro. Like, come on, man.
Let him land. Let him land.
He chucked in a dig, but we just called the truth.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean, my mate.
Let him land.
We just called the truth,
Bro.
and then you just
That's what I mean. Alright,
bro, watch it back. That was so uncalled for.
next question, bro.
Shut up, bro.
That's a shot, bro. You
No, I
know.
want to know. This is actually a learning moment because you're a big guy. A lot of people might, especially
No,
you,
okay,
when they
cool.
maybe get
So,
to your size.
I'd say
Say-
you need to
say the
limit
question, man.
limit the fat.
Please.
Limit the fast food. That's the main thing, yeah. Limit the fast food.
But you eat a lot of fast food.
Yes, but I've got a high metabolism, bro.
Oh yeah, so that's gonna work for all people.
So it's not gonna work. I just said that, if you're listening, yeah.
Josh,
If you're listening,
Josh, I got to
Man,
interject.
fix- Les,
Josh.
is he not on my own? He's on there.
Josh, I got to interject here
Go on.
because what these guys don't know is that he doesn't have the same job that we do. Like he's
Oh, that's a little.
Yeah. That's the biggest
problem. Okay.
When I was
Let me
speaking,
land.
when I was speaking to you,
Yeah.
that's what I completely forgot. And
Okay.
I know from doing door to door
Yeah.
how I was just shredded, and I was like,
Yeah.
I haven't done no cardio it's because I'm walking.
Okay, cool.
He's
So
doing bricks as well.
every day,
Yeah, I know.
every day, I will hit a minimum, 16,000 steps a day. 15, well,
That's
15,
crazy.
between 15 and 16 a day. Sometimes more,
Bricks as well.
sometimes less. With loads, with like a load of bricks, a load of this, a load of blocks, a load of this. But do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm on the move here. So people see me like eating KFC, eating chocolate, this and that. I'm putting the steps in. I'm putting. So unless you're doing cardio, say you like a desk job. Do you know what I mean?
Me.
If you're not doing cardio,
Me, yeah.
you're not gonna get shredded.
Yeah.
So you
But
can't.
he's also doing hella weights, so it's not even that. It's
Yeah.
the whole lifestyle because the boys only see the KFC buckets. I'm like, little do these boys know, these geezers could not walk a mile in these guys' shoes. They could not be like doing those types of loads or lifting those types of weights.
Bro,
So,
the other day, it was floods, it was raining heavy, there's floods everywhere. I couldn't get to the gym. I had to walk on a wall to walk over the floods, bro. I don't know if you've seen it. You've seen it, man? I had to walk over a wall. Bro, to get to the gym.
He's there,
normally,
like, I found it, like, I'm getting to the gym, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting to. Do you know what it is? It's discipline over motivation. Like you see the flood, you think I'm gonna have a day off.
Yeah.
Have a day off here.
Discipline.
I haven't eaten enough today. I'm gonna have a day off at gym. These add up over the year. If you have discipline, you go there no matter what. You know what I'm saying? That's another big thing people in the gym, that throw accusations about the steroids and whatnot. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, that's not. No, you're complaining too. No, because a lot of people say that they're not on steroids that are on steroids.
Okay, that is
in most times. That
is true.
But the reason why a lot of these people hopped on the juice to begin with is because they haven't had the discipline.
Oh,
the thing
of
is
course.
that the discipline comes from the fact that it's not about how many times you can go gym feeling 100%. It's about how many times you can go by feeling 50%.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when you take a shit, bro, and no one telling me the motivation to take a shit and wipe their ass.
It's true though. It's true though. Yeah.
I'll spit them bars.
I think in my life, do I want to have like a good physique? Do I want to like? I want like the physiques that I've got right now. Do I want to have a physique like Dad Bod Nate, or do I want to have a physique like myself now? Do you know what I'm saying? So, you see what I'm saying? Man pulled out the chest hairs for the YouTube. Surely, come on for the kids now. A man saw chest hairs, bro.
You don't want me to.
Undertaker.
You don't have a dad bod?
Yes.
To do a Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
You know,
Next question, blood. The violence is slowly coming out, but he started off clean, bro.
He's thinking of the next one.
No, the Irish.
Let's go with.
Nah, I'm joking. Come on, next question. Let me see.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
As a Gen Z member,
That's a Gen Z.
as a young buck,
Yeah, I'm 12, 26.
I'm my youngest friend.
Gen Z, that's that
I'm
You're my youngest friend.
Possible? So
You and Soul.
Yeah.
Everybody else is no younger than 1 year younger
Yeah.
or older. So you're a young buck.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. What are your?
See? You look
I had to get you back. You called a few just strays, just unnecessarily. Alright, so what are your views? Because I always want to get someone from Gen Z on my podcast, and you technically are, although you don't act like one, I'll give you that. But what are your views on dating, and are you looking for a missus and a long-term partner?
Oh, 100% looking for a long-term partner. Do you know what I mean? But, do you know what it is, yeah?
At this age?
No, do you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what TikTok, Instagram and whatnot, they're showing, dating 2024 is in the mud, this and that. But I think, bro, I genuinely think it's really simple, you know? Like,
No, it's not.
See?
Sorry.
Man's interrupting again.
No. Do you know? And guess what? My bad. Accountability.
Yeah. So, it's a weird one. You have to look for people that align with your mindset. That's the main thing for me, align with your mindset. When I was younger, I always think, I want the prettiest girl. She gotta have a big back, she gotta have this, she gotta have that. Bro, like, that is not the be all and end all, bro. This is gonna be the mother to your kids.
You know what it is? I'm glad to say that. You got to, you know.
Why are you there? I was in the zone.
No, you know what? You know who to look for, so knowing who to look for is not a hard bit, but trying to find them in a heap of many, that's a difficult bit.
Yeah.
I'm
but bro, like, it's, do you know what it is? When I was young, I wasn't thinking about the mother of my kids. I wasn't thinking about, I've got to bring her home. Can I show my mum this girl's Instagram? Because her cheeks just out.
Serious one.
But so big.
Do you
that's
know what
a big one in this generation.
What's that?
That girls just think it's normalised now for girls to sexualise themselves so much
Bro,
on social media.
Bro,
whether they do OnlyFans, whether they do porn, whether they do stripping, whether they just a normal girl with an office job, it's become so normalised to be. And that is so. I feel like for a guy that's really got his stuff together, doesn't make you insecure. That's so off-putting. For a long time.
100%.
If you're looking at someone as someone that like you want to have a bit of fun with, they're a nice girl. Hot, it's both mutual. You're both gonna have a bit of fun. Yeah, go ahead. Look sexy, but you want your missus to be a pretty natural girl.
Yeah, bro. You want your girl to work hard. Yeah, you want to work hard together. You want to build something. Do you know what I mean? You you want to build something together, bro. Do you know what I mean? You want to like grow as people, have kids together and whatnot. But I don't know. I feel like people. Huh? It doesn't discriminate. So if you go for looks,
that thing is the first thing to go.
Yeah.
Unless even all the surgeries,
bro,
you
looks
can't
diminish.
escape father
Looks
time.
diminish regardless.
Hence why your type has got to be day-to-day actions and how they conduct themselves. So the byproduct of, let's say, gym, is that's through the actions.
Yeah.
But let's admit, guys. I know we're giving it all the. You guys are giving it all the.
No, I'll tell you what. That's what I'm about to say. Yeah. Listen,
let's not be too.
I want the 9. I want 9 out of 10. I want a 10 out of 10. I want that.
It doesn't have to be.
No. I look at that and I think that's what I want. That's what I see in my future. At the time, I think that, yeah. But I think like
as you get older.
As I've got older in that, like if you go on like Instagram, for example, yeah, you'll see Dubai. You'll see the big fancy restaurants. You see this. As a man, yeah, you have to look and think, is that within my means? Number one. Do you know what a big mistake that men do? Yeah. They see a girl and they think, I'm gonna wow this girl. I'm gonna wow this girl. I'm gonna love her. I'm gonna take her here. I'm gonna take her there. And then listen, they can't sustain it.
3-month period,
bro. And then
they hurt the girls in love with them, by then.
Yeah. And then the worst thing is, yeah, the bird is like, wait, he's not doing this anymore. He don't like me anymore. He don't like this. And then she's thinking, she's feeling a certain type of way about it.
Yeah.
You still love her the same way. But
she's
thinking, and then that's where problems arise.
Yeah,
arguments start.
100%.
You have to like.
That's when dating's globalized because at the same time we see these girls in Dubai and Miami, vice versa. I understand it's cool. But that's again, that's not purpose. It's like But there's Donnies out there whose bank balance can accommodate.
It's crazy, and that's for them. That's what be self-aware,
and
bro.
us guys now that are talking about this podcast and vice versa. My biggest problem in all of this, and I said this to you before, Nate, and I mentioned to Josh, and I mentioned to you now, Leslie, is for the fact that we're always talking about what the 1% does and how they react, how they treat women. And forget them. What are you doing, my guy? Are you working in Maccadees? Are you driving a car? Set up your own garden so you're not chasing these butterflies, because by chasing these butterflies, the flower, you got nothing to show for it. At least if you built your garden, butterflies or not, you are comfortable in life.
And also with dating though, like, don't go out chasing. Essentially, like you can go out and you like a girl, you want to move to her, cool. But the main thing is like better yourself. You want to get that promotion at work. You want to go to the gym. You want to eat good. Make sure they're gonna want you. You can't just go out expecting the girl to want you.
That's
you know,
what's so funny. Yeah, that's what step up coaching is all about. And I always try to speak from the perspective. I always try
speaking facts. Go on.
I always try to speak from the perspective of the average man.
Yeah.
Am I the average man? Being honest, no. But I try to speak from the perspective of that because that's what's relatable to most people. What's the point in talking about
what we do?
It's unrelatable to most people.
Just better, bro. You have to better yourself.
Better yourself because all these
you have to develop.
You have to develop, bro.
That's my only problem because me and Duke are going to get into this in our episode. Our only problem with Fresh and Fit is that they talk too much from a high earning perspective. And it's like, okay, well, most guys don't have money. So they're not going to be able to even carry out polygamous relationships. So why are you talking about so much about that? Or guys need to have multiple girls, or they should deserve. It's like, bro, if you've seen a highly functioning nuclear family, that's probably what you're going to want. I've seen that. When you've gone through periods of your life where you've slept about and stuff like that, it's cool, it's fun.
It's great. It's not what you want for life, though. You know what I mean? But bro, I've been seeing a girl, like obviously we've got friends that have been with girls with OnlyFans and that, but do you know what it is? Me dating now, it has to be with a girl that has the same morals as me. I've came from a family with. It's just been a 2-parent household, It's just been them two, do you know what I mean? There's not been a such thing as other men being involved with his woman. I don't want to have my son or daughter in the future look at me and think my dad just let that happen. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't knock anyone for doing it, but for my own, it might be a pride thing as such, but I couldn't do it myself. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like you make sure you have the one and only chance and opportunity. Make sure you have the accountability, and also self-built worth to have that real good goal and stick with it. Because personally, me, my culture, same thing. My mom and dad, I could not get with a girl that's got a kid because if I have the kid, it's got to be done the same way. Fair enough, me back in the day because they used to have money. I had to do form of male performing and whatever to form for my masters,
Yeah,
and I'm a bit more open-minded.
Yeah.
I'm in a similar fashion. It only comes down to loyalty and how much have you got each other's backs. And I know school teachers, doctors who have had the most respectable jobs in society do the most filth behind closed doors. And I'll back this point until the cows come home and I'll point them out. They've got a nice nuclear family and vice versa. And behind closed doors, absolute filth, fam. So when it comes down to...
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
On first dates, doing madness.
I feel like that's just everybody all across the spectrum.
Across the spectrum. So when it comes to it, it's loyalty between one another and respect of like, hey, this and vice versa. But that's
but what I'm saying is like, if any man on the street can pay $5.99 and speak to and see my missus' cheeks,
It's not for me.
can see her pussy.
Yeah, I feel very strongly.
I feel, you know what it is? I feel offended, bro.
Yeah.
I genuinely, I feel like that's meant to be my, you know what I mean? Like my wife, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
My girl, like.
It feels like it's out for everybody.
Not everyone's
But
got kind of access to it.
you know
what
what
I'm
about?
saying,
Okay, so what I would say about the whole girl with a kid thing
Yeah.
is I completely have agreed. But then what you got to realize is obviously as we get older, if we're gonna date girls similar to our age, it's gonna become way more common.
100%.
And like,
Fun.
it's a very 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 tricky one. Because agreed, of course you prefer the girl not to have one, but
You
then it's
can't
like
preference
if you
though, and
really exactly.
Yeah.
And the girl might not fit the exact mold, but then you have just a mad vibe and she's doing
I
something.
agree with that, yeah.
They're very hard one to navigate.
But you know what? It's also for the fact that how much have you built up yourself and your garden to make sure that the options are so open that you don't have
When you get to a certain age, the options ain't there as much. I'll be real with you. When I touch 30 plus,
When you're coming into your prime, bro. Yeah, don't get
no, but the majority of girls will have more baggage. Have more baggage. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a kid or have something. More baggage. As you get older, there's more baggage. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the whole thing where like all these girls come at guys for dating younger girls, and it's so flipping hypocritical and ridiculous because one, they date older men, and that's how like there's so many biological, evolutionary reasons for that make sense why. Women's prefrontal cortex develops way quicker than a man. Just 2 years. They've got 2 years on us from 16. So you're always going to go for somebody older, stability, all the things that you look for, financial resources, to be better older. And you look for a guy that's decisive. I don't know any girl that wants a guy that's indecisive, right? And we want someone that's going to be able to rear children. Obviously, we're visual creatures, right? We like beauty. So now I think it's just so stupid. And it comes from a bitter place. When you see older women like, oh, it's because they're stupid. No, I tell you what, I've dated girls in their 30s and they are just more jaded.
It's not much different, is it?
Yeah.
You know, when you're like 16, 17, 18,
more jaded.
you look at people like 27, 28, you think, Jesus, they're old.
Yeah.
They've got all this shit together. You get there and you're like, bro, we're just a bit, we're not that much different, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. They're just less jaded. And they think life experience is good. No, life experience from a guy's perspective is actually, a lot of the times, actually probably more negative. Because it's like little things become big things. Because, that could lead to cheating, or that could lead to this. It's like, no, you're just so worried and you haven't let that go. You haven't worked from yourself enough before you go into the next relationship. So yeah, I completely agree. So sometimes I go into the Bronx and learn.
You know what's funny? Because it's very rare for us to all agree on the same topic at the same time.
That's true. That's true. 4 men from different backgrounds agree. So there you go.
I would be different, but I thought you were a yard man.
Anyway.
Yeah,
he's still coming.
He's not yard man no more.
I stepped on the treadmill a little while ago.
He's private school now. Oh, I'm private school. Yeah. Private school.
No,
No, because I don't say that in a way to try and big myself up.
I'm joking, bro. That's the next question, bro. That's the next question, bro. I'm joking, bro.
Why are you squinting up your face, bro? Yo, so, okay, and this is actually something that you can all answer. Just chuck something in very quick.
Yeah.
So, as very confident men who don't struggle with women, what advice would you give to men that struggle or they're looking for a missus or?
I got. You know what? Before these guys can roll off, what they gotta say. Me as an individual, any situation I approach from a wholesome heart. The problem is that with a lot of guys, when they see a group of girls or someone that's really attractive, they approach them with an ulterior motive. Once you got the ulterior motive, my guy, the women will pick that up like a scent from a bloodhound
No,
from 5 miles
bro,
away.
no.
So you got to approach it from a
If
good
you're
heart.
looking enough for that, like,
No, but these guys,
bro, girls like,
no, of course,
no,
but
girls
wife, you're
don't
not
like
good
the
looking. Wife, you're not good looking. I'm
Bro,
speaking about the guys that are not good
okay,
looking.
that's fair.
So I'm speaking on behalf of like,
Yeah.
So if you approach it from that regard, it's different. Obviously, if you got the high status, money, you can accommodate other stuff.
Yeah.
Those do come into it. But from general people,
Yeah.
the normal public,
Yeah.
approach stuff with a good heart, with no expectations. Be your best self, and usually it will tend to work out. And that's my advice. With everything else, with everything else, as you get older,
we can get different points of view.
as you get older, it'll work out.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
That'll work a lot better than the whole advice of you need to be top 1% because it's not gonna work.
Agreed.
No, but
Alright, so let's go Leslie. Let's go Leslie.
So someone that's not good looking.
Not even not good looking.
How they move to a girl.
Average guy. So 5'8". Let's say a bit of a dad bod, probably not in shape because 60% of the
Let me
population
land,
is
bro. I'm ready,
obese.
bro. I'm ready, you know.
Shush, blood. You get your
I
turn.
think we should swing on the like I won't swing on the
Earns what, 25k, 30k?
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of guy. Not very confident with girls, but he's had his misses before.
I would just say don't go in not expecting too much, you know, just like say put yourself into interactions that maybe you might feel uncomfortable with, chat to them and just get yourself out there, try I guess like have a sense of humour, don't take it to heart if you get rejected and just treat everything as like a new experience or something.
Try to have quality interactions. I think we're all being try to have a quality interaction, no expectations, and hopefully that should lead to somewhere or something.
And it will get easier over time the more you do.
Yeah, Joshua, 100% agree with that. But it's not always a physical thing. Always like make sure you smell good, make sure you eat good, make sure you're like physical. Do they even want you? You gotta think that sometimes look at yourself in the mirror and think, be self-aware. Obviously, I grew up with like 3 sisters, innit? In my household, there were 3 sisters. I feel like I understand women a lot. You have to be able to emotionally connect with women. I thought I was dropping gems.
No.
You know what, yeah? You are
I'm hearing
That was not real.
It was.
Things you can
control. I think Josh moved way more.
What?
Way more.
Do you know what it is?
Dominant.
No, do you know what it is?
When it comes to get going.
But he's saying for the average person.
Exactly. We're talking about the guy that's
not. Yeah.
You're saying
it's not my perspective,
you were saying
we said the guy that hasn't doesn't get the
You're
goals.
saying it from your personal experience then.
Oh, personal?
Yeah.
You don't want to hear the personal thing. I'm saying, we spoke about this, bro. We said the guy that doesn't get goals.
Yeah. That was my fault.
You fucked up
I
now. You fucked up now. I was in the zone, bro. Mum was landing. No, your team now.
Because it is little things, though. Little things like smelling nice, grooming, dressing nice, all of that.
Well,
it makes a difference.
You got to do the groundwork before you get to that stage. You got to do the groundwork before you get to that stage.
I completely agree now with what you're saying. I think you just develop as much as you can. You get yourself in the gym. You get yourself all the things you can control. Like I was saying, coaching. What are the things that you can control? And people don't realise that we always make excuses for ourselves. Get yourself in great shape. You can control that. Calories in, calories out. Gym, weight, what's it called? Resistance training, right? So do that. Groom. Haircuts every 2 weeks.
Bro.
Make sure you smell good. Make sure you moisturise your skin. Cream up the skin. All the thing. Make sure your nails are in check. Make sure your teeth are nice. Don't do no stupid surgeries, especially as a man, because a lot of girls won't rate that. A lot of girls won't rate that. So just focus on all the things that you can do. Get yourself out there. It's like with sales. The only way that I got good at sales was actually, funny enough, people were surprised with this, Ibiza. Having to go up to drunk people on the beach, sell tickets. What do I have to do? Work on my product knowledge. Know about all the club events. Know how to liaise with different types of people. And then, although I'm doing it 7 days a week, I never was getting pied. Even if the people didn't want to buy tickets, they like the energy. They want to come to the bar. I give them a free shot on the house. We're buying shot bottles for €2 on the road. We're giving people free shots to make them feel good. We had music. It was a vibe. Make people feel comfortable. You do all the things. You do all the small things right, good things will come to you.
Exactly, bro. That's it, bro.
Nice. We like to say that girls in this generation are on mind games. What do you think?
We're not doing this on a pod, bro.
Okay, I'll say it.
Alright, no, I'll add to it.
Okay. I feel like, and this is actually something that's a bit of a weird, maybe slightly can go a little bit dark.
Yeah.
But a lot of women like to put themselves in like compromising positions.
Bro, 100%.
They love it.
Bro,
They
like,
absolutely.
let me-
Boys about to go down the ramp. I'm gonna go for a piss, bro. Like you, man. Can
girls, listen, like women in general, yeah. Have you ever been outside the club? Men will relate to this, yeah. When you're outside the club, yeah, you see the guys that come past in their big whips, yeah. They say, "Yo, come in, babe."
Yeah.
Listen, be honest with yourself, yeah.
Some of the best looking girls.
Bro, good-looking girls will jump in this car. Like you know about grape, you know about this, you know about that.
Let's say.
You don't put yourself in that kind of situation, yeah. We understand that this should not happen to you. You understand? This should never ever happen to you, yeah. But when you put yourself in certain situations, these stuff can arise. This is what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
Like,
and especially if you're going for a man from a mad background, yeah, because you want the bad boy, and then you're gonna try just, you know, let's say, what do you call it, cocktease all night. How do you think that's gonna go for you? Yeah, some guys, most guys, yeah, that's gonna be fine. They're gonna be a bit like sexually frustrated, but nothing's gonna happen. But you put yourself in that situation with random guys that's 2 times, 3 times the size of you, and you don't know what kind of background he's come from. You met him for a couple of hours, a few minutes. You sometimes have to take accountability for that. But girls have something in their head, I don't know what it is. They like the bad boy. It's like girls, they have a thing like the amount of serial killers like Ted Bundy or even Jeffrey Dahmer. They have girls queuing outside, fans. A lot of these guys, like mass rapers, mass murderers, they have wives after they've committed those. Girls, I don't know what it is with girls. There's something that they like that little bit of excitement.
It is exciting, bro.
And you hear like I've dated girls that have great fantasies.
Oh my god, so have I, bro.
That one's crazy.
And then do you know what? Do you know what it is? Yeah, I've done it, yeah, and I felt uncomfortable doing it.
Wait, done what? Clear that up.
Grape fantasies.
Oh, okay,
Do like just come in the room, yeah, act like you don't know me, and just like do that fantasy. And I felt uncomfortable doing it. I feel like anyone that I can't say has that fantasy because we can have fantasies, bro, and it's not like we would not apply that to real life.
For most people.
But
I think it comes from
when it comes to real life, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit
but then it's a bit weird because when you're in those situations, it's like if you don't want to do it, they kind of make you feel less than a man.
What do you mean?
Emasculated.
No, I get
I've never had that, but I've had like a girl that wanted to get a bit rough and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm not really on that. And they're like, oh, you pussy.
Okay.
And then,
that's what.
then
No,
you're thinking,
no, but girls do that in general. Girls love doing that.
Yeah. But that's what I'm trying to say. That's
That's true.
So yeah, girls are one. So what example? Because there's plenty of examples we can think of. That was my example.
Oh.
My one was probably worse than whatever you got in your head. So.
What's one?
I just gave freaking great fantasies.
How?
That was bad.
That was my example though. I said the same thing. I actually done it. Bro.
He brought that to the table.
I actually done it, and I told her as well.
Okay, mine was compromising position, pretty much the same thing.
The worst thing is I told her, and she was like, just carry on, let's do it. I was like, you know what? As a man, we do it. We do it anyway.
Yeah.
To appease the girl, do you know what I mean?
Appease the girl.
Yeah.
Appease the girl. But I just don't trust girls anymore, which is
so
bad,
bro.
Because it's like you don't know, they can just flip it around.
Bro, I was in uni once, yeah, and this girl messaged me. She it was on Instagram. I think it was on Instagram, yeah. And she was like, I like what I've seen. Will you come over? Can you see me? I came over. We had a good night, whatnot. We ended up having sex, sister, and I didn't think nothing of it, yeah. The next few days, I got a message from this guy, saying, you raped my girlfriend, raped my girlfriend, yeah. And,
what?
Yeah, we need to make sure, because it's live, innit? We got to make sure those kind of words.
So what was the question?
So basically, yeah, she just followed me randomly on like Instagram or something like that, yeah. And she was like, yo, I've seen you out a few times, I want to see you. Basically,
yeah,
and I ended up going. She's uni type, like more like free with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I went round to her like accommodation and whatnot. We had a good night. We watched a movie. We ended up having sex, and I remember she ended up telling her boyfriend. She panicked, yeah, because she saw her boyfriend after. I didn't know she had a boyfriend. Yeah. I almost gave her a love bite. See, don't give up. Listen, anyone listen, do not give up, but it's not worth
it's
it.
never worth it.
It's not, they like it, yeah, they like the, do you know what I mean, the feeling, but it's not worth it. She went back to her boyfriend, her boyfriend's seen it, yeah. He's like, what's happened? I've seen it, she said, yeah, he forced himself on me. Bear in mind, this is going around the uni, you know. But it's around the uni. Bear in mind, people around the uni, they knew.
And they want to do this whole believe all women shit.
Yes, they all knew. They knew me. Do you know what I'm saying? They knew me, like. And then I'm like, oh, dude, like, she's actually lying, like. Bro,
I ruined the whole man's.
in that moment, I thought, my life's done.
Yeah.
She's lying, and my life's done.
Because your reputation as a man is everything.
Yeah, and there's nothing I can do.
100%.
But also though, like, yo, that's like,
That's
you know,
awful.
earlier we were like, it's just your situation you're in, like, things are way worse, but that is bad.
In that moment,
In that moment, I thought my
worse,
life is
of
done.
course,
I thought, yo, I can't get no jobs in the future.
Of course,
I
of
can't
course.
do this, I can't do that. But anyone listening, yeah, there's always light in the end of the tunnel. If you've done no wrong, yeah, you will get through this. Like,
And you kind of got to be unapologetic with it. I know I had a TikTok influencer who I'm cool with now, actually, called Young CEO Certified. You love his content. And he
I
made,
feel like, you know.
Yeah, he
Bro,
got
funny,
made so
bro.
he's like, no girls
I
leaving
remember saying
my
right,
yard.
bro. Funny,
Yeah,
yeah.
No girls leaving my yard.
Oh, that was crazy. No.
That's not crazy.
No.
But you understand?
No.
Okay, when I first heard that, I knew.
Bro, listen.
One second. So when I first heard that, I knew what he was saying, and because I'd done a podcast with him before he blew up, I knew he was just joking around. But he was just talking about that frustration that you have with guys. Like, why are you coming around my yard at 11 o'clock on a Tinder thing, not to chop? And I get what he's saying. Every man understands what he's saying. His delivery, but that's what he did to be funny.
That's it. That's why
They tried to cancel him on YouTube before he blew up. And guess what he did? He just kept making content. He made one little light apology video, kept making content.
No, but
didn't really
in that situation, you don't apologise.
And he blew up.
Do you know
now he's loved.
Do you know what shits and gigs got?
Bro, we spoke about that.
Their biggest fault is that they
apologise.
Yeah,
There's
I've
nothing.
never
I said the
apologised for jokes.
same
Don't
thing,
apologise
bro.
for jokes.
You don't, not for jokes.
Ridiculous.
No.
Ridiculous. It was so bro, the jokes were light as well.
Yeah.
And then they apologised, and then guess what? Black Twitter, who they're trying to defend it. I'm like, alright, cool, where are we gonna make you even look like a bigger beast? We're gonna get all the content that you said about black women that actually was offensive.
Yeah.
That's what
and it was worse now.
Yeah.
That's what I told her.
Yeah.
One second, black and seven.
It's true. Once you apologise for something, then like people are always gonna hold you responsible for other things. So they're gonna be like, oh, you apologise for this. What about this? What about that?
Yeah. He opened himself. He opened
up the floodgates.
He opened up the floodgates. Okay, well, Josh is gone then. One thing that I did want to touch on lightly, just because it's very on brand at this moment in time, and this will probably be the last topic. Diddy, Puffy Flavor Cam. Do you believe all the allegations about kids? See, like for me, I don't like to just believe everything I see. I believe the Cassie thing pretty much straight away because of so much stuff in the past, like the Kid Cudi, Kim Porter, the Tupac thing with Keefy, whatever his name is, coming out saying it was Diddy that put him up to it. So he always, and just the daddy and the Meek Mill. There's so many.
50 Cent's been saying it for a long time.
There's so many examples of P Diddy being very strange, or touchy. So I wasn't surprised by that, but I don't want to just believe that he was molesting kids out here. And like even like the charges that they've got him on, they've got him on sex trafficking
is one of them,
sexual abuse.
Yeah.
They've got him on drug charges as well.
Yeah.
But like none of it's to do with mine, so I don't want to just go put that in the environment.
Yeah.
But the Puffy Flavor camp. I think like we gotta like look at things like that. Like
Bro, there's no smoke without fire, bro.
Yeah,
but and do you know what it is?
Sometimes there is. Look at
that
that
story.
story.
No, there is. Yeah, but do you know what it is?
There's multiple.
With him, he's a big character in the scene. Like he's always been around. There's not Jay-Z, P Diddy, like not obviously P Diddy, but Puff. Anyone, bro? Like people are not backing him.
Yeah.
No one is backing him. Any of the big names, you sure it's
deleting all his history. Usher's
on Twitter, and say I've been hacked, deleting all his P Diddy things, all his P Diddy things, bro. In that situation,
Justin Bieber, all these dummies.
Justin Bieber one was sad though.
Justin Bieber one was sad.
I don't want to comment on Justin Bieber one just because We don't know.
We don't
We
know.
don't
fully
know. He's not come out and said anything.
That could just be the toxic side of the industry.
Yeah,
getting him down
we
and
don't
stuff
know.
like
We don't know.
Yeah.
So I only want to
Usher
think
one
of
looks
facts.
a bit.
Usher one, bro.
Yeah.
Usher's involved, bro.
Yeah.
Usher's involved, bro.
But only thing I don't like is this is what I hate because so many people want to bring down celebrities or people that
Yeah.
are like rich or whatever.
Yeah.
So people will be like, oh, Michael Jordan went to a P Diddy party. He's involved. It's just like, alright.
Bro,
I think that's
do
ridiculous.
you know like LeBron James? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's probably the most cleanest
Yeah.
celebrity
Yeah.
I've
They're trying to take him
ever
down.
seen in my life,
They're trying to
bro.
take him down.
He doesn't get involved in any kind
No
of
scandal.
nothing.
Yeah, really.
Just because he went to a Diddy party, yeah, does not mean he's involved.
Yeah.
Just because he went to party with
LeBron
Puff.
Yeah.
So
Because
everyone,
he went to party with
everyone-
him.
I mean, that
all
was
the big celebrities
that's
have
only
been
the
to-
white, only the geezer. Eminem, like he doesn't get involved with nothing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, of course not.
You know what I mean?
All the biggest celebs have been to at least one Diddy party.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I would have gone.
Yeah.
I would
That's what
have
I'm saying.
gone. I would have gone. 100%.
Bro,
Bro,
Yeah, I would have gone.
Okay, we wouldn't have known those.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying,
If
you
you
might
don't
just have a
know,
good time then.
If there was
Yeah,
a legal
yeah.
freak off, bro, I would have been there. If there was a legal freak off, I would have been there.
No, there's legal freakos, bro. Trust me.
I mean,
There's socks clubs up and down the country.
yeah, but I'm saying, but we're just saying that if
You
you're an
can go
adult,
to a freak off, you
if
would've
you're
gone
an
to a
adult and you're making adult decisions, fair enough.
Do you know what I find so funny is all these news reporters are like, and he had freak offs.
yeah.
I've seen
that.
Yo, there's some phrases and words not for you.
Yeah.
Leave that to the culture. Leave that to the culture.
Baby
That's not
oil.
for you.
Baby
Baby
oil.
oil.
Yeah.
Why would he want so much
Yeah.
baby oil?
I don't know.
Hey, Johnson's sales are gonna.
So I was trying it, bud.
See how I wasn't even talking about
Yeah,
it.
you try it, bud.
Nah.
You not tell me quickly, and listen, you see that in Johnson, yeah. You do the whole thing like this, you know.
Baby Johnson, bro.
Do you know what I realised?
Yeah.
Josh is. This is why
What,
you're
like-
F if
like-
you're in a fight with Josh here, but
What?
he'll pick up on things that are complete unrelated and still have issues. He's like,
It's
are you
not
with-
like
if I say
baby
yeah,
Johnson.
what do you mean yeah, blood? Excuse me?
Bro,
He's like, alright, bro.
I'm not
Yeah,
going
bro,
to fight,
blood.
I'm going to fight anyway, bro.
No,
Like,
he's talking about Baby Johnson's bagel went through the roof.
Yeah, no one's talking about your last name, bro.
Yeah.
Relax yourself.
You talk to you, bro.
Do you know what one thing though?
Don't tell who you bro.
Anyway, do you know one thing I do find
They're
interesting?
both so black, bro. They're both two of the blackest geezers I know.
In different ways, which is nice.
Not different now, bro.
But what I find
You're white
so
black, bro. But private school, bro.
happily, I'll be that.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to. It's so easy. And what are you? You're blacky black. Because you've been a road man. Because you've been a road man. Yeah, you're cool.
He's trying it, you know. What's the podcast, you know?
Huh?
Not joking, I'm joking. Next
I
question.
know you're joking, bro. Sure.
Why don't be so black?
Bro, it's him, bro.
Why-
It's
why-
him, bro.
No, because I really want to know.
Next
Do you not realise every one of R. Kelly's and Diddy's victims were black? I think that's flipping scary.
See, I didn't
And
know
these
that.
guys
You think
dated
so?
white people, white girls.
I didn't know that.
Or maybe white men as well.
Is that fact?
Is that fact? You check that out.
He's dated J-Lo. J-Lo ain't come through saying anything. R. Kelly. All the,
No, I'm not
any-
saying
All
abuse.
the abuse.
they're all black. Oh, I know R. Kelly's is, and what we know so far about Diddy's, they're all
But
black.
let's say
women.
it's Justin Bieber. One of them, allegedly.
Yeah,
There's
just,
no, there's no evidence.
There's no evidence.
Yeah, okay, cool. We gotta speak on that,
You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
say you can't say that they're all black. All of the victims are.
what are you doing, bro?
No, it's 20%. I think impossible.
Oh,
Cool. Yeah, have you not realised that?
I don't know.
I don't
To
necessarily
be honest, I don't even know about the
Guys,
thing.
okay, I watched the R.
Yeah.
Kelly documentary.
I
I watched
can't-
bare R. Kelly documentary.
No,
All the
Trust me,
victims
anything, but
were black,
the
and he
people-
dated
can't
white
say-
people.
Yeah.
He pissed on a black girl. They're all black.
Yeah,
P. Diddy
okay.
so far, the people that have actually come out that we know of
Oh, black.
are black. Well,
So
there's
you're
actual
saying it was
evidence.
looking at anti-black then? Who you saying?
I think they know they can get away with it more.
Okay,
Which is scary.
I can understand that.
Which
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
is
yeah.
extremely
Yeah,
scary.
yeah,
And what does that say?
yeah.
Well, you
When
still-
black people go against themselves.
If a little black girl gets lost in the news, bro, no one cares, bro.
Bro,
That
that's
little
it,
cow gets
bro.
lost, bro.
But you get Madeline, bro.
Madeline McCann.
Madeline.
We're still talking about Madeline McCann.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
If a little black girl from ex, bro, they wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
You know, it's
It's not getting that same news coverage.
No, of course not.
And do you know what I find so crazy, Wes? Is there's all this stuff, they're trying to tear down masculine characters.
What?
Vince McMahon. Vince Kennedy
No,
McMahon.
oh, no. Vincent
I'm not
Manson.
trying to say that these guys don't have smoke behind them, but
Oh, okay.
hear me out.
Bro, he's got hella smoke fans.
Yeah, bro, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. That's a bad example, bro.
No,
No,
I'm just trying. No, because I'm trying to put everything into context. They're trying to do this. They're doing that to, there's obviously they're taking when they want to get rid of you, they want to get rid of you.
Yeah,
Andrew
that's
Tate's in the world.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
want to get rid of you.
Yeah, yeah.
The Diddy's in the world deserve it. They want to get rid of you.
Okay,
Philip Schofield. They should be getting rid of.
Bro.
My man's got a new TV show,
Bro.
and he's clearly groomed a child. He's cheated on his he's cheating on his family.
Was he on BBC?
Now he's in the Channel 5.
Channel 5. Bro, I don't know this about the UK, yeah. It seems to protect
White-
paedophiles, bro.
No, it's,
Oh,
PDF
hang on,
files.
PDF.
No, I
files.
don't. It's
okay, sorry.
white privilege, and I even hate saying that because I
It
feel
is,
like
bro.
anybody can make
If it was a black geezer,
and LGBT privilege. If we're being 100% real,
I
because
see.
because it's current at this moment in time,
Yeah,
you can't
that's-
say anybody's. Even ethnic minorities are kind of like doing alright at the moment, where you can say something flagrant to a white person, but then they say it back to you.
Oh yeah, it's mad. Yeah, okay, I get that as well. Yeah.
So it's like some people are protected, but him, he's
His is mad.
he's so blatant.
There's video evidence of him at a dinner table with a 15-year-old or whatever it was, and he's been gifted a TV show for himself.
Crazy.
That's amazing. And bro, have you heard the clip of it where he's like, I know I done something bad, yeah, but come on, man, like he was so blasé about it. I cannot believe people in the UK have accepted this to happen.
But you know what? You know what's the crazy thing? It's not like the people, the average Joes are accepted in the comment section. They're all hating it. It's for the fact that the news media outlets,
agreed,
they're allowing this to happen because it's a clickbait. Like clickbait is profits. And then now, because whenever the news comes from that, why if it happened to a small little girl? Because there's also that privilege right there. Whereas if you're a small little girl versus a small little boy, it's different. Because if it happens to a girl, World War V happens. If a girl is screaming down the road, 20 geezers will come up to you and do something to you. But if it happens to a man, there's also that privilege.
That's true as well. And also when you're like a man and the woman is older, they don't look at it the same as when obviously when I lost my virginity, yeah, she was like 25, and my first time I got like white, like it was first time I got drunk, I think.
How old are you?
I was like 14, 13. I would have been 14. No, sorry. I would have been like 14, more like
Bro,
term
you've been
15.
raped.
This is what I'm saying. But
That's not even like 18 to 40. That's 25.
yeah, she was grown.
That's
She was grown.
ridiculous.
But obviously, at the time, I thought this is what I want. But it doesn't matter. If it's a woman, you're not saying yeah, that's what she wanted at the time. Doesn't matter. You looked older. Doesn't matter about how you dressed. Doesn't matter. Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
I this is why I feel like the world is unfair towards men. I don't know any rights and privilege in the UK that women have over men. And sorry, men have over women, except from the fact that you don't get shamed for sleeping with loads of people.
Yeah.
Because, bro, even that, like I've had an experience where I was at university and I was like passed out in bed alone. I'd actually taken back a girl who was pretty smashed. Didn't do anything. She had a man who kind of liked each other, and took her, tucked her in bed. I was pretty licked myself, but I wasn't as bad. Anyway, I'm asleep. The boys let this girl into like communal area. She's come into my bed and just jumped herself on me.
Random. Yeah.
The girl that I knew.
Okay.
But still.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
So
that is
wait,
crazy.
imagine you done that.
Bro,
Imagine,
finished.
Bro, you just walked to a random girl's bedroom, bro, and just got in her bed.
Finished. Crazy. Alright, so there's a couple more topics, but I'm going to leave these because we've been going for a long time. However, one thing I quickly did want to say, because we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, we talked about music.
Yeah.
And the kind of effect that it has, moody environments.
Yeah.
Do you think hip hop / grime has done more harm than good?
I don't think it's a music. Personally, I feel like it does add to it slightly because the gangs are sort use that as like a motivation sometimes, and they hear that talking about this guy. He's from your ends. He's dissing someone from their ends. When you see him, you think, I'm backing him because of it. It is so silly.
That comes from Jamaica.
It is silly though, isn't it? But what I've noticed with like house, it's more like a happy, like you want to dance.
So let's stick on hip hop.
Oh,
good or bad? Good or bad?
Hip hop, I don't think hip hop is the same. Grime as such, drill even further. I do believe it has a negative impact on the way people think about certain stuff. However, you can't blame that as the reason. If diminish that, it's still happening.
I think
it just adds to it.
I think what we've got to remember is the reason why it's so important, the reason why people fall in love with it is because it's the voices of urban and
it's relatable
impoverished.
As well. It's relatable.
Yeah, impoverished people speaking their truth.
Yeah.
Which is so unrelatable for most of the world. So it's like, wow, this is raw. You can feel that.
Oh, okay, I get you. Yeah.
Obviously it's so a jumpy beat and whatnot. It's cool. It's a culture. But that's the reason why it will have to keep on going.
Yeah.
Because
No,
that's an outlet for them to
bro.
keep.
Joe's dying.
No, but even
Hip hop, you
in
carry
general,
on, Joe will die.
Do you think hip hop is influencing stabbings, bro? Be honest with you, I don't think it is.
I think it's a
I
case
don't
where
think
it
it is.
can do. I think it can do.
Oh,
But I
anything
think,
can
I
do,
think
Yeah.
people try and use the top boys
As
in the
an
world, the TV
excuse.
shows, GTA.
For stupid. Yeah.
And it's not
yeah.
that. Guess what it
Yeah.
is? A lot of the time, it's the flipping parents'
Mm,
house. And we
mm.
don't ever want to blame the parents because
yeah.
it's a touchy subject and this and that. And people look at me, oh, you don't know what it's like to have a parent. I know what the job my family did, and I know they did a better job than their parents, and I know that my job is to do a better job than they did, or that I have great parents.
Yeah.
I have been given the great blueprint. I'm not saying that everybody has, but generation by generation, the whole goal is to do better than the generation beforehand, right? So, yeah, I know just from studying psychology and obviously a lot of societal things and these debates and whatnot, it is the single parent household which is destroying communities. But we don't want to talk about that because you don't want to blame the woman. Although no, you need to have accountability for making better choices. Yes, some guys switch up, some guys become abusive. Yes, but that's not every situation.
Yeah.
A lot of the times you've made a bad choice. And guys, you just need to do a lot better. You need to do a lot
within yourself,
better.
man.
And everybody just needs, as you said, it's about sticking with that relationship and going a full hog, going a full distance.
Exactly, yeah.
It's not about switching it up.
But we're not saying about
because,
cheating and stuff. Like, we're not talking about extremes. But you have to make compromises, for your partner sometimes, bro. Like, see what I'm saying?
What an episode, bro.
Yeah.
What I want to say is thank you, bro. It's been our longest episode so far. Is there anything that you want to plug?
Plug? BGL, building services. Like, it's more like the Birmingham area, honestly. Like, it's just extensions. Anything you want to do around your house, we can deal with that. But
ladies, you want Josh to turn up to your
I'm not
house?
talking about ladies, ladies. Yeah,
give you a good plumbing.
Let him land on a
That's crazy.
iPass.
Sort your pipes up.
I don't want no thirsty girls. Like, I'm sick of thirsty girls, bro. Like, I just want to chill.
He wants.
I'm alright right now. Yeah, I'm chilling.
Oh yeah. He's happy. He's happy.
My team, my area.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a shout out. As if you plug your girls. Right. On other news.
Chill out, bro.
On other things, and on that note, right? I'll be on it next in a couple of weeks, couple of months.
Yes. We're very looking forward to having Duka. A lot of you may have seen him on Married at First Sight. I mean, that's going to be a topic of conversation, but there's so much. Me and Duka don't see eye to eye on everything, so there's going to be a lot of great
there for this, you know.
a lot of great debates. Yeah, we'll do another
Yeah.
Please be there, because I'll be spitting facts, I'll be spitting logistics, statistics, like all of that, bro.
And you know me, I never lose when it comes to a debate.
He
lost today, though.
He best hope to lose.
What have we debated?
Yeah, it gets mad. Relax, bro.
You don't want to do a debate.
I'm doing it right now, bro.
You want to keep rolling?
Roll it, bro.
We gotta get ready, boys. Come on, we come here.
Alright, we're going out tonight,
Lucky.
Our Nate's my boy, we're going out tonight, having a good time, bro, appreciate having me on that.
Honestly, bro, we've been talking about this for months.
Yeah, we have.
This may be some people's favourite episode.
Yeah,
I know
it
a
was
few
good,
people
man.
have come in and out, so don't worry, we're gonna post this up properly. Thank you, great episode. Peace.
Yeah, man, love, man. Cool. That was cold, bro.
Yeah,
that was sick, bro. Do you know what? Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. Yeah,
At the very start, you sounded a bit nervous, but you really won't.
No, it's not about nervous, bro. It's
One
about,
set, boys.
bro.
Still rolling.
Are you alright, bro?
I just want to make sure I don't delete it. Do I just press X?
Man, you delete. No, blood. He's deleted. He's deleted doing that. Duka, check that, blood.
It's still going live, bro. I think you do probably press X.
Yeah,
You might do.
So you want to stop dreaming? End, yeah?
Yeah.